All right, well let's see if we can do this then. This then live stream. All right, so let me see. Oh, it's working now. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Ah, I'm glad it's working. I'm down here. Well, at least we know for the next part we'll be like towards the end. So we got like 2 more bosses. But hey, look, we did it. And yeah, we did it. It's about time you two working. And right, I'm just like, you know what? It's all good. And I do that another day. I do that another day. Yep. So, and I can tell y'all, I think I'm gonna be doing Village of Shadows because I unlocked the Infinity Grenade Launcher. Infinity Grenade Launcher. So I'm going to do Village of Shadows as well too. We got the Infinity Grenade Launcher. Because of all that stuff I went through, I unlocked a whole lot of stuff. So I'm like, okay, we're going to do Village of Shadows. So extra enemies, we got grenade. Man. Yeah, I guess do a little live tonight. Back up running. Guess I'll just put that back up running. Wow. I mean, that was pretty crazy though. But hey, Paul Luke, thanks for coming here. Yeah, I guess now everything is right. Don't turn heel again on us, man. I don't know. Maybe when I got past that part, it was probably like, what? Like, you got past this? Oh, we shut this down. I'm like, damn, man. Yep. Well, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, because I know on shoot, what was it, Friday? I did 10 hours, so it's like I can chill the day. My friend is in the hospital. He got into a car accident. Oh wow. Well, I hope your friend gets better. Yeah, definitely hope your friend gets better. Yeah, we chilling. We gonna be here probably, I guess, for a little while tonight. Yeah, I'll be here for a little while tonight. And all those ones, I'm gonna just delete them because nothing really. So that's this one. And whoa, wait a minute. Oh yeah, and that's let's see. Delete this one. Okay. Able to stream. Hey, White 4, A Boss Nation. I don't know, I might use Sir tonight. I just wanted to come here and just chill for a while. Boss Nation, what's going on? Man, we was having fun up on the village. And I was telling everybody we're gonna do another run. Yep. Hey Prince Leo, yep, I'm do another. We're gonna do Village of Shadows. Maybe not like right away because I know I want to play like Shadow of the Tomb Raider and of course next week Biomutant comes out, so probably like in between. But I definitely do Village of Shadows because got that grenade got this grenade launcher. Of course, Chris part still gonna be tough though, but he said what happened? I thought my laptop gave out on me. Oh yeah. Yeah, I thought so too, because couldn't nobody hear nothing. And I'm just like, well, I'm gonna just do it live. Then, yup, that game gonna be good. Yeah, Biomutant gonna be good. Yup, playing Resident Evil Village #3. Yup, it's really next week. Yup, it comes out on Tuesday. Yup, comes out on Tuesday. Yup, I think. Yup, I'm gonna play that Tuesday. I'll probably play it early. I might try to play it more earlier and just see how that goes. Yup, I know I've been doing Resident Evil for like damn it, like 2 weeks. But shoot, that game good, man. Village is good. So yeah, it's really next week. Thanks for coming here, White Ford, Prince, Boss Nation, Paul. Yeah, it is gonna be good. It's gonna have a tomorrow will be a good day. Yep, just gonna be chilling. Mhm. Yep, you said yep, it's really glad to see yep YouTube working. Yep. Yeah, that did like good game. Yeah, yep, it's a good game. Yep, it is. It's a really good game. It's like one of the most popular games up on YouTube. Shoot, that's why I was like, I'm doing Village of Shadows. I'm doing Village of Shadows. I'm doing because I did it on standard. I don't play on casual. I did it on standard. We gotta fight these last two bosses on hardcore mode. Then we're gonna do mercenaries, and we're gonna do Village of Shadows. So I think third and final time will be good. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, silly mommy, thanks for coming here. So I guess it was not just nope. Like I think when Ruby told me her live stream was down, and she said she couldn't go live. I was like, wow. The $1 Million Man was at NXT tonight. Oh, that's cool. Boy, well, that's cool. I haven't been watching NXT like that. I don't know. Like I said, a couple of years ago, I will always be watching. Like I will always watch it. So it's I know now it's different though. It is very different though. But things change. Things change. Things definitely change. But it's cool. I can end the night doing a live stream, talking to everybody. Yeah, talking to everybody, seeing how everybody doing, and always giving out encouraging words. Yeah. Hey, Lev Cameron. Yep. Thanks for coming here. Our internet is tripping over here because of the bad rain. I couldn't upload any videos tonight. Oh wow, dang. Yeah, it's been. Sometimes I know my internet was be lagging sometimes. I mean, well, my live stream be lagging, but I'm glad it's all right though. Glad I caught you live though. Yup, me too. Yup. Yup. I was like, shoot, why not? Now, I know one new thing I'm gonna be watching is Hell's Kitchen season was it Hell's Kitchen season 19? Yup. So I just brought that Hell's Kitchen season 19. Cause I think before I was trying to find all them episodes, but I like just buying the whole season is better. Or you was live and YouTube was interrupting me, so I took my live stream down. Yep, I tried to do this one like about 20 minutes ago. Yep, but then it was messing up, so I say, you know what? I just do this. Cause at least for those last two boss battles, I can, it could be more people there too. Cause these last two, these last two boss battles gonna be pretty cool. And we gotta take down Mother Miranda, and we gotta take down a big dude with the big axe. Yeah, big dude with the big axe. And yeah, I'm glad everybody, was watching and enjoying it and stuff. And I had to get some snacks while I was playing. It was fun. It was, always entertaining. Always entertaining. Yeah. But I don't know. I really hope Finn Balor get his title back. Oh yeah, thanks. Yep, PlayStation. It's like the whole shirt. PlayStation since 1994. Yep. I remember when I got my PlayStation, I was happy. I played it all day long. Yep, I got it for Christmas. Yep. I forgot how old I was, but ever since I got a PlayStation for Christmas, and I think my first games was Soul Blade, it was Cardinal Sin, and I think it was Crash Bandicoot. So that's how I really got into Crash, because I was playing it. I played the first Crash on PlayStation. So all I saw was Lavia buffering, and I thought my internet was messed up. I did test twice, nobody saw me. So I just said, forget it. I guess I'm not doing a. I know, see, that's what I was about to do too. I was just like, you know what? I just do something tomorrow. But yeah. I guess tomorrow I'll probably do a live before my premiere come on. Or just do it earlier and end it. Hashtag that PlayStation shirt. Yup. Hashtag the PlayStation shirt. Shoot. But yeah, because at first I just thought it was something, I don't know. I thought it was my internet. I was like, I know how my internet be. Can't nobody hear me. Start bluffing. I remember that first PlayStation 2 crash was my first, and Spiral. Yeah, but I like Spiral too. I think I ain't played Spiral too a little bit later. But it was Crash first. Yup. Then Spiral. Then Mortal Kombat. Then Tekken. I remember me and my friends, we played the first Tekken. I remember that. Yeah. Went over to my friend's house, and that's all we did was play as Tekken. And I always used King. Even when I was like when the first time I saw it, I was like, well, I'm picking King. I was like, I like that name, King. So I ain't look up no moves. I was just pressing buttons. I didn't know what I was doing. Like I didn't have time to just be practicing moves because it's just I think that's what happened. Like everything just was in my head. Like all his moves I just started remembering. So then when Tekken 2 came out, I know some of King's moves from the first Tekken. So I kept doing that. Then I was using Law. I like using Bruce. Yeah, Bruce was cool. Of course, Nina. So I was using a lot of them. Yep. Kajuway. Yep. Devil Jin. I like Devil Jin. I like Devil Jin on Tekken 7 too. Bronson Rick. Oh, so he beat Johnny. Oh, Johnny Wrestling. Okay. Johnny Wrestling. Yeah, they had a cool little commercial ad for that. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was really, really cool. Yeah, it was cool. But yep, Soul Blade. Yep, I like Soul Blade. That was like a nice little fighting game. Um, let me think. Cardinal Sin, man, that was like way, way back. I remember that game. That was on PlayStation. Man, that game was fun. I don't know if they ever made another one. I'm gonna look it up though. Let's see, Cardinal Sin. Yeah, PlayStation 1. I wonder if they would ever remake that game for pick. I mean that game came out in PS1. Wow. Yeah, it seemed like he been champion for a while too. Yeah, it seemed like he been champion for a good while. Man, if they would remake that game, that'd be cool. I'd play that game. I tried going live for the first time tonight, but YouTube said nope. Yep. That's what they always do. Oh man. That was one of my favorite cards. Yeah, Vanguard. Yep. And he had that sword. Man, that was cool. That's a classic game right there. Yep, but damn, it's early. It's 11 o'clock. Yep. But yep, I'll be watching AEW tomorrow. Yep, I'll be watching that tomorrow. And yeah, doing some videos with that. Cause I'm just like with Village, I mean, I'm already getting my money's worth, so might as well just do all the modes, shoot. Do all the modes and just go through it. I think the one thing is trying to fit that damn grenade launcher. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to probably get rid of a weapon, which is fine. But yeah, I'm gonna just have to do that. Probably that one weapon that only got 30 bullets. I'm gonna just have to get rid of that. So that way I can keep the grenade launcher and just go through that mode. So another run. Said thank God I didn't, because if I were to go live tonight, I probably would have had the same problem with buffering, and people would have said, Andrew, we can't right, we can't hear you right. Yep. All right, Tyler, have a great night. All right, YouTube Boss Nation. Yep, you have a great night as well too. Yep, PlayStation is the name. Johnny Gargano. Johnny Wrestling. Damn. That YouTube stopped my momentum and everything. They stopped my momentum. As always. Oh wow, that guy. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, Swerve. Yep. I don't know. We might beat up. Let's see who is still up. What the hell just is that? All right, silly mom. Yep. Good night to you as well. Yeah, YouTube was just down for a while. So I think they are oh no, I'll be here for a little while tonight. Yep. I'll be here for a little while tonight. Yeah, talk to everybody, see how everybody's doing, and just chill. You Yep, I'll be here for a while. Oh, okay, then I'm here then. All right. That is good. Now I got a chance to catch up on some comments as well too. Cause I know when I was gaming, I was like, I wonder if I had any comments and stuff. So that's another thing I can catch up on all these comments. YouTube must be updating in the background. Yep, I think so too. Yep, I think so too. All right. So thanks, Alma, Sadino, for coming here, and everybody else too. Yeah, we've been having so much fun with Resident Evil. So much fun with it. For a second, I thought my internet was messing up. I told Mackenzie so that he had better Wi-Fi. Yeah, I remember one time it did that. I think it was like last year, but I was like, it must be updating though. I'm like, well, they gotta update it. I'm like, dang man. Well, like I said, it was cool because I was at a good save point up on there. All right, Hilda just woke up from a nap. All right. Hey Myra, thanks for coming here. Yeah, we just been chilling. YouTube been going up and down with their updates and stuff. So I fell asleep while he was gaming. Yeah, we got past that last part. I was playing as Chris, and we got past the wolves finally. Finally. Jeez. He'll just say, "Hey, Myra." Yeah. Hey, chat. Yeah. That was good. So, yeah, hopefully everybody had a good day, and it's almost June. It's about to start getting hot. Hey, Kiara, thanks for coming here. Yep, like your profile picture. Yep, it's really nice. Yep, your hair looks nice, and yep, it's all good. Hilda says, "How you doing? How you doing?" Yep, so I'm just trying to respond back to comments as well too. It'd be fun though. It's always fun responding back to comments. Oh, yep, you're welcome. And as I told Mackenzie he had bad Wi-Fi, he kicked me out. I told him it's YouTube, right? It's YouTube, it ain't me. Yeah, that's why like I came down here, I looked at my internet, I was like, it's good. Like that's why when the whole thing happened, I'm like, what? Yeah, got a nice picture, yeah. It is nice. Yes, indeed. See, YouTube control, y'all. They control everything on their platform, y'all. I'm like, dang, man. Well, I think if somebody was like, but see, I think it wasn't a problem with people like uploading videos because I kept on looking at the notifications, and I'm like, well, that's going through, so you know, I'm like, it's if it's going through, then that's a good thing. Then I think Vaughn the gamer, he was here. I think he was trying to live stream, and it was messing up too. So yeah. Yep, and thanks, White Ford, for sharing me out. Hey, the Paisley Dispatcher. Thanks for coming here. I hope you've been doing well. It's been a Resident Evil Village for me. REV for me. Yeah, it's been fun. Yeah, just did another 4 hours. Then on Friday I did 10 hours. Friday was fun. I'm like, yo, Friday felt like it was never ending. Cause we had just found this secret. We had found this secret boss, and it took me a while to beat him, but it was still good. Cause I was like, I don't care. Shoot, I could be here for a little while. I've been well. How's everyone doing? All right. Yep. Paisley says, how's everyone doing? Yep. And while y'all here, y'all could definitely check out each other's channels. Yup, 10 hours. Yup. 10. That was my record. That was my record. That was a record right there. That was fun. Hey, Princess. Princess see me shooting up zombies. Think Princess was going crazy over there. Yeah. Oh, he said, funny, my internet box is in my basement. I didn't feel like walking all the way down there, so I was watching Mortal Kombat until YouTube was back on. Hey, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And Mortal Kombat was a good movie. Yeah, Mortal Kombat was I mean, I know some people ain't like it, but I thought it was cool. Tyrone was mad at YouTube acting crazy. Michigan was bluffing. Yeah, it'll definitely be a next time. Yep, it will be next time. Yeah, thanks for the likes, Myra. Yeah, Paisley Dispatcher is in here. I wanted to say good night, everyone. Soy here, I'm going to sleep. Okay. Yeah, good night to you, princess. Gosh. Hilda just woke up from a nap. Good night, princess. Yeah, it will definitely be a next time, though. I'm trying to think. I know Thursday I'm gonna probably start Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So I guess maybe Saturday, I guess. I don't know. Yep. I got Saturday or Friday. I don't know. I might do it Friday, Saturday or Friday. Hey, PMC. Yep. Thanks for coming here. Yep. I was doing the Resident Evil Village. Oh, and I had unlocked a grenade launcher. So right when, like after I got past the first little boss, with Chris, I guess with all the wolves, like I went back to the bonus, and then it was like I could get a grenade launcher. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get that. We got an infinity grenade launcher. So I'm gonna be doing that for Village of Shadows mode. We're gonna do it all over again. The final run. Final run. So just like on Resident Evil 3, you had standard, you had standard, nightmare, and inferno. And inferno was crazy. So I'm ready for a crazy run. Hello, new here. I was stuck. It just came back on for me. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Gavin Magnus. Yep, for coming here. Hey, Ruby in the building. Oh yeah, yep. I listen. I got that big weapon, so I'm a feel powerful. And if I gotta survive the attack, I'm be right in that house with the grenade launcher. Or the or the shotgun. But shoot, there'll be a lot of them. You just gotta stock up. Yeah, Ruby in the building. Myra, yep, PMC. Yep, so whoever y'all don't have, you can grab. Hilda says, why you haven't been posting proud? PMC playing PS5. How about that? He ain't got time to post. He playing the game, girl. Playing the game. PMC playing the PS5. He ain't got time to post. Say no. A lot of stuff going on. Okay. Yeah, but hey, that's just one of the things too, y'all. Yep, Myra's up in here. Gilda, Ruby. Yeah. But earlier, yeah, one of my good friends, y'all Prince Leo, y'all he was playing Resident Evil earlier. Y'all he had an upload. Yep, it was good. Hey Raymond, yep, thanks for coming here. So I said testing live stream. I keep looking at it on my phone just to be sure like it's good. I keep looking at it. Yep. Like so it's cool so far. I'm back with saying if one of my gamers still alive, but he ended up wondering if he had the same problem we did. I know, right? Like, and then the thing about it is like if something happened, then it's like you probably like I'm gonna just wait till tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for having me. Oh, of course. Yep. You can always come here and chill, and we be talking about just having fun up on here. Yep. Just having fun up on here. And so I'm definitely ready for football season. I'm ready for football season. I'm ready. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yep. Yeah, definitely gotta pray as well too. Y'all been playing PS5, but family stuff going on. Yeah, I pray that goes well. You know that praying that goes well too. Getting tongue tied. Raymond says, "Hey Hilda." Yeah. But yeah, so tomorrow I'll definitely be chilling. Yep. Have my premiere tomorrow at 7. And be trying to just check out some more videos tomorrow. And watching Hell's Kitchen season 19. Yeah. Told you I couldn't be on that show. Scallops! Give me scallops! It's raw! Like, it's raw. Like, man. Like, everything raw on this, everything raw that they cooking. Your panel is at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, yeah, yep, you could come up. Yep. Okay, yep. That's all good. Uh, so Hilda has a panel tomorrow at 6. That's cool. Then I'll be getting ready for my premiere at 7. So who you having on your panel, Hilda? She said, woohoo, proud jump on. There he goes. Hey, PMC.
What up, man?
Yeah. Yep, I'm doing good. Just crazy YouTube. Always updating. Said the last comment I said to him was, I love this game, Call of Duty, and he said he's going to get something to eat. And we went bluffing and he never came back. Yeah. I was about to come down here, reset my internet box and all. Or anybody who was willing to talk about self-confidence. Oh, okay, that's cool. I might do that. Yeah, so I can talk about it now. Shoot. You know, self-confidence is good. You gotta always believe in what you're saying and what you're talking about. You know, ain't nobody gonna be confident in you unless you have that confidence in yourself. So that's just one. I think that's probably one thing. It's probably a
Yo,
whole
can you
lot.
hear me?
Uh,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, because I had to see what was going on. Like it wasn't I couldn't hear you for a minute.
Oh, okay. Yep. Hilda's mother is in the house.
What up, chat?
So that's our panel. Oh, okay. That's a good one. I mean, for me, we just talk about whatever. Got wrestling, movies, video games, day by day. Yeah. And she says, "Hey, Raymond." Yeah.
Yeah, man, because everything with the pandemic really, you really can't do nothing. I mean, even when you go out, it's the same thing. Like when somebody asks you what you got planned for today, not much, staying home if you don't step out.
Right. Right. Yeah. I ain't go. I'm in the house. Yep. Wake up. It's the same thing. Yep.
Straight up lockdown.
Yep. So I thought it would be a great chat. Oh yeah, that'll be a good one. Yep. Everybody, talking about self confidence. Yep. Not everyone is confident about how they feel. Yeah, that's true. Yep, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. But sometimes you gotta, you know, keep certain stuff private. Like that's why we got privacy. Like sometimes you want to share things in confidence, but you know you can't because whatever you share, somebody might turn it against you. And that's just kind of all of us. I can't speak for everybody, but I think all of us have experienced that at least once.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, some things, I mean, I know certain people tell certain things on YouTube, but sometimes you don't really have to do that though. Because if you wanna keep it your business, you just keep it your business. And that's how people really know less of you, because you just keep certain things to yourself.
Facts.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Just with this pandemic, it's just wake up, looking at videos.
Yep.
I wake up, look at videos, check comments, relax.
Yeah, and if you do step out, it's basically to go get groceries or hang with
Yep,
friends for when you do, and that's like every so often because they might be busy or they kind of doing the same thing you doing, staying home and just doing
yep,
things around the house, even if it ain't, them just chilling, they got stuff to do around the house.
yep. So that's why I was happy to see my friends when we all saw Mortal Kombat. That was cool. I mean, it was just cool just knowing that we was going to the movies, like all of us, because it's good to just really see them and stuff. So ever since I've been talking this, I'm glad I helped two friends from Family Squad feeling confident of themselves. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. It's like another thing is just like being confident in videos you upload. Because if you don't feel confident about it, then you never know. It could blow up. That's why like before I don't know, some videos I could say last year I probably should have put up, but I didn't. But now this year I'm just like, look, whatever I want to upload, I'm gonna just do it.
That's what's up. I grind silently and move. That's why
Yep,
mystery surrounds me. Like my boy Don Easy TV. He's a YouTuber. And like he always got this thing where he say, you like a celebrity, you like a ghost. But like I tell him, I'm like a phantom. You know what? I'm very private. I don't volunteer a lot of stuff because I've seen people do that and their lives ended up ruined on social media, period. Not just YouTube. And like I don't want to be that person. So it's like I said, I'm going to share very minimal and let people get to know me bit by bit. But I know the things not to tell nobody because it's nobody's business, just like they feel about their business. But I just keep to me and keep it 100. So, like I said, I'm open about mine, but at the same time, you can learn a lot watching other people volunteer too much, and you don't want to end up like that.
yeah, you really can. Yep, you can just learn so much. I mean, that's why I say like sometimes, like I said, I don't really. I think it's cool when it's some people up on the panel and stuff. Like it's really cool because then everybody can talk and kind of like bouncing ideas from each other. But I mean, I just know I guess just from like when I first started stream, y'all. I know I was doing it by myself, but then I kind of grew into having people coming up on here, and I was like, I enjoy that. And just like last time, it was like me, you, and La Princess, and we was just talking about wrestling. So that was fun. Yeah, it's always fun doing the panels though.
Facts.
Oh, they said, Lakers Anthony Davis may miss. You gonna miss the game versus the Warriors. Oh,
Damn.
that that's crazy. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get back into watching the guess watching the NBA playoffs and stuff and just see what happens. So I'm okay with speaking and telling my story now. There will always be people. Oh yeah, yup, judging, yup. Of course, yup. You just gotta. That's what they gonna do.
Yep. Judgment is the measuring stick. You can't please everybody. Everybody ain't gonna like everybody. Everybody ain't gonna like what you do. That's just life.
Yup, it is. Yup, it's life. Yup. Yup, it's like some people ain't gonna like what you doing. Some people ain't gonna like the way that you shine. Even like you know how people just be like, you started from the bottom and now look where you at. Some people don't like that.
That's right,
Some
man.
people,
You know,
some people don't like the way you grind. And see
that's right.
the way I've been grinding, I grind silently too. Like I just learned how to adapt and I just keep on moving.
Facts. That's one
Cause that's
reason why. My
oh go
bad, Ty.
ahead.
What you say, bro?
Oh oh no, you can talk. I ain't mean to cut you off. Wait a minute. Can you hear me? Oh shit. I think something something must have happened. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, my bad, man. I got cut. You hear me?
Yeah.
Right. But no, I was just saying, that's one thing, that's one reason why I was able to just kind of post some little shorts of my martial arts background. Cause I don't really share that with nobody. Like there's levels of that. I'm a level 1 black belt and you have to register your hands because you consider dangerous. Like you have to do that. Like there's levels to that. And again, that's just something I wanted to share with the people that been following me for quite a while. Like one of my talents. And sometimes after a while you get to open up a little bit more slowly. Like telling people I'm a hurricane survivor. That was hard for me to do, but I think I'm in a place where I can finally share that. Other than that, I mean, I feel like all of us to some degree feel the same way about anybody who opposes just our appearance and how we maneuver. Like I personally don't give a fuck about what nobody think. Pardon the language, but that's how I live my life. Like people gonna talk shit every day. That's just kind of how it is, and you gotta live with it. But I know God loves me, and that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's always gonna be the naysayers and people always talking about somebody, but that's just that's just how it is though. But yeah, it's just always good to have, self-confidence and stuff. And I think with YouTube, it's a lot of ways you can do videos. Like sometimes you don't really gotta like stand in front of a camera. Like they got different apps where you can talk in the background. Like
Right.
that's why I like that too. Like some of the stuff I found on my phone was like, oh, I can do that. Like it just seemed more cooler too.
Facts.
Oh, Gathering said, how did it go with Resident? Oh, it went good. I know I got frustrated at was it Chris part when he was trying to target that thing. But it was my fault because I forgot I had to be right in the middle, so I had to keep dodging that one wolf throwing them arrows like Tomb Raider.
Gamer rage.
Yeah, I was like, oh man. But once I did that, I was like, all right. So I got past that. Now I'm at the next big boss with the big axe fighting God of War enemy. So that'll be for next time. Yeah.
And them games, man, they really test the patience for real. Like, I mean, there's so many times I've been like, man, I'm gonna chuck this controller out the window, but I'm like, I can't do that because I can't afford another one like that.
Bro, right. I'm like, now I think it happened on y'all Resident Evil 3. Yep, it was yeah, it was just something crazy up on it. I think it was like the final boss fight. Yep. It was the final boss fight on Inferno mode. And you had to keep following that certain pattern and stuff. And then if you didn't do that pattern, he would just hit you 3 times and that's it. One time they'd be like, he hit you one time and that's an instant kill. Like,
Yeah. I saw one kid, he lost in 2K and he took his Xbox and threw it in his swimming pool. I'm like, man, now your mama done gonna have to buy your ass a new one, man. He was mad as hell, man. He threw everything in there except the controller. I'm like, his mom was pissed because she spent all that money on that.
I know. Yeah. It'd be fun looking at some of the gamers rage though. I'd be like, it's always like Call of Duty,
Yeah.
like in those squads, and then they be like, and then they be like, God damn it, and then they break. I say one person go all the way back with their controller. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, they do. Like I seen a lot of people break their controllers, their accessories, and like I mean, let's be honest, they got it like that where they can go out and buy another controller just like that. But them accessories are not cheap.
No, right. And I mean, even with like, just like PS4, PS5, like the PS4 controllers is, I mean, if you go in certain stores, they still about like $50, $60. They still try to always add plus tax.
Yeah.
Shoot, PS5 controllers about $60, $70. I'm like, damn.
Plus, people really be sounding like the man from Serious Sam when they rage because they be snapping. Ah!
But then I'd be like, I don't know, I be thinking it's cool seeing them like female gamers rage too, because I never would have thought that, but they be raging too, like damn, like people be talking to them and they just break the controller, walk away. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's embarrassing though. Like, cause I mean, yo, you really don't want to do that because it's kind of like you letting the game get the best of you. And to be honest, it's about patience. Like, man, there's so many times I really wanted to rage, but I'm like, is this really gonna give me anything? Because even if I could just go to the store like them and constantly afford that, I really be wasting money. Like you throwing money away, breaking stuff you pay good money for. It's like when somebody bets on the Super Bowl and they got a TV on Black Friday and they take us. I saw a dude take a sledgehammer because the Patriots lost one year and he was mad and his friend was laughing at him, but he had to pay 1,000 because he bet money and then he had to go buy a new TV, which was over $1,000. So I'm like, now you got to pay over $2,000 easily, one for your friend and then one for a new TV set.
Oh yeah, because shit, I remember the Ravens and 49ers, and that whole Super Bowl went back and forth. And I just remember the next day was showing the 49ers fans, and I know some of them was raging, and I was like, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, just like it was the Patriots and the Falcons. I was
Yeah,
like, man, that was crazy.
that was a
Cause like,
comeback though.
yeah, it was a crazy comeback. Cause I'm like, damn, like, you got that big lead. I mean, I guess it's just like for any game. If you up like 27-3 at halftime. You like, well, 23-3 at halftime. You probably like, all right, just run the ball. But just crazy, crazy things happen though. I sure
But I
do.
think that Seattle Seahawks loss, that was hard because it was so close and the interception, man, instead of running it. I think Lamar Jackson, if he was on there, he would have been like, I'm gonna run this. And even if he don't even if he don't get that touchdown, I'm gonna take my chances running it, damn it.
Right. Hey, Hazel. Thanks for
Hey,
coming here.
Hazel.
I hope you had a good day. Yeah, we was talking about some of the crazy moments for for NFL. Yeah, that definitely. I mean, I just wonder why Pete Carroll didn't run the ball because
Yeah.
say Marshawn Lynch was. I remember 'cause I was like I think he had like 2 touchdowns that game, and I'm like, just run the ball, you right there. And I'm like, well, Russell Wilson, he could have just did like like a sneak in, just throw the ball over. I even see Tom Brady do that, the 1 yard line. It'd be a quick
Yeah.
snap, he'd get it. And I'd be like, damn. I remember he did that on us in the playoff game. I was like,
There's this there's this one dude I watch here and there. Like he's from Cleveland. He's a Browns fan, and he's always getting on Lamar Jackson because he's like, you're not a true quarterback because you run the ball, you don't pass it. I'm like, think about it like this. Let's say he throws it 50% of the time and passes it, or he runs it 50% of the time. Some of them times, if you ain't got a screen and a little bit of Tom Brady time to throw that damn ball, I'd rather run and take my chances and score
yep,
for the team if I can't
yep,
pass it, because sometimes you have no choice, especially if you in the Super Bowl and you know what's at stake. What would you rather do? No, you in the fourth and you only got so many minutes left and try to run that, or would you take a risk passing the ball and get an interception? Now you end up in the Seahawks position. You know.
right. Oh, Hazel, I think she said hey to you as well. Yeah,
Hey
hey.
Hazel, it's me, PMC.
That's PMC on board. Yeah. But yeah, like I mean, I really like my quarterback, Lamar Jackson, because it's like I would rather for him I would rather him run, get 120 yards rushing instead of throwing the football 30 out of this. Like to me, all that stuff I don't really find it because you know how like um most of them analysts they get so caught up with the numbers. Like, oh my God, Mahomes threw 30, he had 50 out of 60 passes for at night. Like, man, I don't care about that. I just want to win. I don't care about that. Like Lamar could be 9 foot. Well, let's just say like Lamar could be like 17 out of 30. He'd be like, well, he missed 13 passes. I'm like, so like, man, we just trying to win.
Hey,
I'm just
well,
that's the main thing. Like that's why people like like Stephen A. Smith, like they get so caught up in those numbers, and that's how they be trying to judge people.
that's true, but I mean, I feel like this. If you're gonna be critical, like I don't have a team, because I'm from the Caribbean. But the bottom line is, the same case can be made for Mahomes when it comes down to winning. When he can't win when it counts, and the Super Bowl is when it counts. So if you're gonna shit on Lamar Jackson and other quarterbacks with that strategy, you better get on the guys that make it that close and don't win, because Mahomes has had how many chances already, and he just can't win when it counts.
Yep, yep. That's why I say when he won that Super Bowl against the 49ers, people was saying like he's the greatest quarterback, and Max Kellerman was saying that too, and it's I mean, it's like they get caught up in the moment. They shouldn't do that.
Right.
Like it has to be a long jeopardy. It's like I'd rather like for me, I'd rather have Lamar than Mahomes. I know a lot of people probably like, wow, that's crazy. I'm like, look, I'd rather have Lamar running for first downs instead of having Mahomes standing there trying to look for somebody. He can extend the play, but sometimes he just stand there, and then you get hit by 2 defenders. See Lamar, he see 2 defenders coming. he gonna start ducking, and then he'll run. That's why I say I like Lamar because you don't know if he gonna run or throw. With
Yeah.
Mahomes, you gonna know he gonna throw because
The only thing those two men have in common is they don't have Tom Brady's room to, pass the ball. They don't have that arm. And let's be honest, just like the NBA. Oh, hey Swoop, how you doing? But just like the NBA, when stats don't mean shit if you ain't got no rings on your finger. And the same
right.
goes for Mahomes and Jackson. Like, unfortunately, they both great, but they cannot win when it counts. And I think the analysts need to be fair instead of shitting on one guy more than the other, because both have been in the position to play the game with high stakes and they just couldn't pull it off. So I think the whole praise of Mahomes is overrated. He's just another guy with stats, but he cannot win when it counts.
Yep. And that's why I said, see, even I was like Lamar, even I guess they were talking about like this, he can't win in the playoffs. I was like, look, he beat the Titans. Like, look, Titans ain't no easy team. And against the Bills, it could have went either way, but they lost. But I was like, at the end of the day, he got his playoff victory. And I'm like, going into this season, they better not say that again. But like, beat the Titans. They stopped Derrick Henry. Like they were saying, like Derrick Henry is unstoppable. I was like, the Ravens stopped him. Shoot, you just play
Yeah.
as you stop him. Like any.
But
That's why I
see,
say any player can be stopped. Like
but
it's
see,
not.
that's just more praise. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, they are obviously analysts because they do know what they're talking about. I just feel like when they favor a particular player, it's the bias that's talking, because they say a guy's unstoppable when he's been stopped before by the same guys that they denied. It's like LeBron James. The man has rings, whether he went to another team to get them or not. You can't deny him that. But sometimes I think the praise of him too much is why people don't like the players. They don't personally hate them. It's just like Max Kellerman, especially. He's straight, man. He's straight hate. He like Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless can't stand LeBron.
Yeah, yeah,
Skip, Skip. Shannon Sharp looked like Medea. I done said it before, man.
right.
And
Oh my God.
Chuck, Chuck Ty, you see inside the NBA, man, Chuck straight hating.
Yup, he do. It'd be so funny, and that's why I really miss skipping Stephen A. because whenever they talk about LeBron, that would be so funny. And then I was like, even it was funny because even when he won the first championship, Skip Bayless he won the. I mean, I think he did give him praise, but he was still saying like, well, LeBron did miss 3 free throws. I was like, see, Skip, every little detail he gonna tell you. I was like, man, I was like, who free throws? Like, it's like, no, well, LeBron could have made that, and well, he would have had 50 points, and da da da. Like, I
Put
could
put
be
Skip put Skip on first take with Max Kellerman. Look how that's gonna go. You have Max love LeBron. Skip hate LeBron. So them two gonna debate 24 hours about LeBron if they
yeah.
could.
And and I think the one thing Skip, man, he gonna always bring up the losses. I was like, yup, he gonna bring up them losses. He like, yup, it could have been the Spurs. He was like, my Spurs beat him, and he'd be like the Warriors, and then cause see, really, I didn't know about the one from 2007. I was like, I wasn't really watching basketball then. 'Cause I remember Skip
Right.
was like, LeBron lost, and I was like, I didn't know he won in '07. It's like I had to go back and look at that.
Yeah, man.
But it's just like every year for football. Whoever gets drafted, they're gonna be like, well, can he win the next? Can he win the Super Bowl, or can he be
Yeah.
MVP? I'm like, y'all already trying to put pressure on people just coming out of college.
Fair, but you know what? Look at what happened with that QB in Cleveland, Baker Mayfield. Look at how they hyped him up, and dude has got talent. He can throw. But again, Cleveland ain't even been in the playoffs, man, for years. I don't understand why the Browns are still a team. No disrespect to nobody if they ain't here from Cleveland. But let's be honest, Baker Mayfield can be better on a better team. When you ain't got much to work with, you know what? Where you going? Let's be honest. If you put Lamar Jackson or any of these Aaron Rodgers on a team with busts surrounding him, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's you know what, and that's another analogy. They was doing that. They was like, if you put Mahomes in a different, see, I was like, see, like, if you put Mahomes in a different situation, it is different because it's like if 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 he don't perform well, then it's like the team doesn't do as much, and that's why I say I'm always like my Ravens because we didn't really depend it like back then like on Flacco because we had defense and we had special teams and we had Tucker, so it wasn't just one person. Like
Right.
I mean, I'm like that's how you win a Super Bowl. It's like everybody contributes. Your special teams get a fumble, you starting at the 15-yard line instead of all the way back at your own like 5 and 6. I'm like, man, that no, that's the thing.
Yeah, but see, the only one that really could pull off transition like that is a Tom Brady. I mean, from New England to Tampa Bay, the dude got a ring in his first year there. So you could put Tom Brady on the Browns, one of the worst teams in NFL, and he may make it work. Even if he takes them to the playoffs, Tom Brady is just that good where I think he can get them to the playoffs. But you put Mahomes on in that situation, he might be able to. I'm not saying that he can't, but that's really going to be a test. Like, let's see how good you really are.
Yeah, like because that's why I was like, well, see what Mahomes is like. Mahomes and Kelsey, like that's his top. That's his number one he go to. So if Kelsey not open, he gonna throw the Tyreek Hill. That's why I be like, look, playing him, you just double team Kelsey, you double team Tyreek, and you blitz him, and then I be looking like he got past all those people. I be like, man, y'all bag, like they don't be running. He just be I know he got speed because he did. It was one crazy play I saw him do. Like he ran about like 15, 20 yards for a first down. I'm like, that's crazy. Like them linebackers, y'all gotta get to him.
But you know what? That's why Tom Brady got that open window. Sometimes I've seen highlights of him having like a minute to decide to throw the ball, and that's all you need, to be honest. You know how many Hail Marys Tom Brady has thrown and they were successful? See, that's a guy that you have to sack. You can't leave him open.
Right, yup. You gotta sack Tom Brady, boy. You leave him open and he'll start pointing the finger down and do like this. And I'm like, now of course another one is Ben Roethlisberger because Ravens Steelers, Lord knows I didn't seen Ben standing there. I was like one Mississippi, two Mississippi. I was like, God damn. And then it was one time I remember, shoot, I remember Ben Roethlisberger. He had Ray Lewis in his face and Terrell Suggs, and he still threw the ball. I'm like, God, like I'm like Ben Roethlisberger is hard to sack. You can have him wrapped up, and you can have his arm like this. He'll still try to throw it. I'm like, yo, that'd be fun.
But see, that's a true quarterback. A true QB is going to do that. Even if the pass fails and it's no interception, you know what? Or it gets is potentially get fumbled. At least he tried, because that's what a quarterback's supposed to do. You, the team leader, that got to throw that ball. And sometimes, especially in the playoffs with the Super Bowl nearing, if you like one game away from the Super Bowl, you're gonna have to make some tough decisions. And remember, you the leader of the team, which means if it fails, like that's a lot of pressure on you. Like, and you know how some teammates be, they be like, man, we lost because of you.
Right. And now it's like this football season gonna be different because it's 18 games. So I'm like, I think this gonna be probably one of the most remembered football seasons because I mean everybody has a chance to go to the playoffs. It's 18 games, and I don't know how they gonna do wild card, but shoot, it's
Yeah,
like
AFC, NFC, yeah.
it's gonna be crazy because you know it's gonna be those teams that's like a game back, and you try to not take a team seriously, and then they'll beat you. Yeah.
Yeah, but then you gotta, I think we both can kind of make our predictions and rule out who's not gonna make it. Because I mean, yeah, 18 games is a lot, and there's everybody got a chance. But to be honest, I think the teams that just have shown no progress in the last couple years are the ones that aren't gonna make the playoffs because they just ain't got the tools to get them that far. And if they do, they'll get eliminated in the first round most likely. It's like the NBA, same thing. You know what? You work all that hard just to get there and get eliminated. That's tough, man.
Yeah, it is. It is, especially especially the first round too. Like, it's like you just gotta go all the way back home and just gotta practice more and see what you did wrong. But I think it's probably more tougher in a football. Like it's like you lose in the first round, and then of course you gotta talk to all those people. And I mean, I know it's the same for basketball, but it's gotta keep answering all the social media. I'm like, that's
Yeah,
too
give
much.
a statement to the press and be like, explain the loss and what you could have done better. And that's hard to do for anybody because a lot of those guys, it wears on their psyche to the point where they're like, yeah, man, I really let my team down. And you can't really beat yourself up too much about it because sometimes you do have to acknowledge the other team just brought it when we didn't. And I mean, that's the part of being a player, period. Like, it's hard for anybody to explain in a press conference. Like, LeBron James, LeBron is great, but a lot of times in post game conferences, he wouldn't acknowledge that, he's the reason the team lost. And him choosing to play all those minutes, he kind of gassed himself out. And he would have done his team a favor if he would have sat on a bench and tried to let somebody else step up. That's the point of it.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. And and that's why I said shoot, like with my quarterback Lamar, and I'm like even in losses, he'll still talk to he'll be talking to the reporters, and he always say he want to improve. And that's why I said I'm gonna stand by. I was like, I know Lamar is definitely going to win the Super Bowl. I know some of the analysts and stuff. They like, well, he can't be running around, can't do all this running. I'm like, look, I'd rather run because you never know. He might make a record in the Super Bowl. He might rush for 300 yards in the Super Bowl, and then they gonna probably be like, wow, we never saw nothing like that. And then he'll turn around and throw for like 200 yards. They'd be like, well, he did rush for 300, but he only threw the ball 200 times. I'm like, because he's running. He ain't got time to be waiting for people to get
To be
open.
honest, though, in Lamar's case, I think if he ever gets a ring, you know, I think they still gonna shit on him because I just think it's a thing with Lamar, and there are other quarterbacks with that same game strategy. Like, they make it as if he's the only one. I'm like, okay, let's say he was the only one. If he get a ring, y'all still gonna find a reason to shit on him. Like, that's just what these analysts do all the time. I mean, you watch these shows, man. Pardon the interruption. Around the
Yeah,
horn, first take, they all say the same thing about him. Oh, he's a quarterback. Why doesn't he pass more?
yeah. And shoot, I was like, well, if that was the case, I think back then Peyton Manning, I think he probably would have ran. Like, but Peyton was the one that stood in the pocket, and he had a good, I think at times he had good, a good offensive line, but he had to throw the football. And like with Ben Roethlisberger, he can throw and he can run. And see the thing about Ben, he always extended the play. So and one of his greatest things he will always do is pump fake the football because that will always get a defender like going another way, and then
Right.
like that's why him and Antonio Brown had like the one of the deadliest connections because once he threw the Brown, I was like, that was it. That's a touchdown or that's the first down. And I was like, yup, that was
But
that was all.
sometimes, man, the prediction of the people or the verdict or opinion is strange because you know how they used to hold Tim Tebow in high regard. Tim Tebow sucked. Let's be honest. And I'm like, y'all shitting on Lamar Jackson. I really take Lamar Jackson over Tim Tebow. I mean, you uphold Tim Tebow to a standard where he never delivered. Let's get with it, man. That's crazy.
Now I think I think the one thing that happened, I think it was in 2011, was when Tim Tebow beat the Steelers, and that's when Skip Bayless got on Stephen A. Smith. He was like, "You saw this?" Like, I mean, I think he was with Denver, yup, and they came back and beat Pittsburgh, and I was like, "See, like when stuff like that happen, it's like sometimes you can't be." Doubting nobody. And I'm like, shoot, I don't doubt nobody in the playoffs. Shoot, you never know. It,
Well,
it, it,
I hope your man Lamar can get a ring, man. This way he can talk his shit to them hating ass media people because they do get on him a lot. And I'm not from Baltimore, but I do watch the NFL, and Lamar Jackson is one of many that like they really just hate to praise the dude. I mean, mind you, he ain't gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but you can't deny that kid ain't got talent. If he didn't, he wouldn't be in the NFL in the first place.
and just like the other quarterback, Deshaun Watson, like when he had Hopkins, I was like, man, that's a good combination, him and Hopkins, because Deshaun Watson, he can escape from pressure and he can throw the football down the field. And just like what's the other guy, Kyler Murray, like he's a good quarterback too. And I'd be like I think last year, or it might have been last year, I think he won a game winner. He threw to Hopkins, and all those reports, they couldn't believe that. I was like, yeah, like Kyler Murray is good. Like now he got Hopkins and AJ Green. Shoot,
Yeah,
like
but sometimes you can have a good tandem and it still proves like you got a problem within the team as a whole. Just look at Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham. If Odell was like what he was in New York, in Cleveland, I think Cleveland might actually be in the playoffs or be a serious threat. But they have a lot of problems within that team that they need to go back to the drawing board. And it's the same fundamentals for every other sports league. Like sometimes you have to get rid of the front office because they don't know how to scout talent. Just look at Golden State. If you want to talk basketball, there's no reason Golden State should even be the eighth seed. They have too much talent to be like that. So they need to see what's going on within the organization because they do have guys that know how to scout talent, but they should be sixth or fifth seed at best.
oh yeah, yep. 'Cause I'm like, man, Warriors, man. Like, I think even before Kevin Durant got there, I was like, they are a good team. They had Steph,
Yeah.
Clay, Draymond. It's like, and I remember they had a good bench, and one of my favorites was Sean Livingston. Like Sean Livingston, man, I remember at one time he had like 30 points in the playoffs. I was like, damn, I was like, he coming off the bench scoring 30.
Pull up shooter, yeah.
Pull up, yup, just 2 pointers or the layups. I'm like, damn, yeah,
But
that
they go
was
to show you though, man, they had when they added KD, you know what? They won in their first, they won the second time with him. But then when they played Toronto, I'm like, you added DeMarcus Cousins to the roster and you let Toronto, who didn't have half the talent Golden State had, they still had Andre Iguodala, and Andre Iguodala guarded LeBron very well, and they
yeah.
ended up trading him. So it's kind of like Golden State made some decisions that weren't so smart. And I understand you got to maneuver with cap space, money, how much money you got. But it worked out for Golden State's detriment, and now they suck. I mean, they doing okay, but they shouldn't be where they are, man.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Joseph. Yep, thanks for coming here. Yep, TV online. Yep, thanks for coming here. Um, I just I just think when I guess when Klay Thompson come back, I think Steph, Clay, and Draymond, they definitely gonna have a shot to, try to get another ring, because it's already crazy trying to slow down Curry. Now you got a fully healthy Klay Thompson. And shoot, once he get going, Lord knows
Splash Bros, yep.
I mean, I remember that I think it was in 2015. It was against, I forgot what team. Like Klay Thompson scored almost, I think, like 13 3-pointers in the first half. I'm like, damn. It was always that. Well, no, it was different spots though, and that was like he could get any spot and just go in. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. It's like
I'm like,
LeBron James. You know what? He's getting older, and time is getting to the point where retirement's calling. Because at some point, I don't know how long LeBron intends to play, how many more years, but I mean, the league always gets younger, it gets fresher, it gets harder, and the West Coast, the West Conference has always been super competitive, man.
Uh, yeah, because even I think it was an interview with Chris Paul. I think he was saying, whoever. 'Cause I think he played on the Phoenix Suns. I think he said whether he played the Warriors or or like the Lakers, he was like the West has always been hard. I was like, yeah, like because even
Facts.
even when it was like I think that year when it was the Rockets and the Warriors, and I was like, man, that was maybe one of the good chances Houston almost could have got the Warriors because it's like James Harden will always get Steph Curry in foul trouble. I remember he got him like 2 fouls in 1 quarter, and Curry had the whole first half. I was like, see, that's the thing. And then another time he got Curry, he got Steph Curry into 3 fouls in the first quarter. So Curry was sitting down for 2 quarters. I was like, damn. So they was because I know Curry Steph, the coach was probably like, we don't want Curry to get 4 fouls because then he ain't gonna be able to come until like the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but see, the thing about Golden State then at the time, they had so much talent, even coming off the bench. They could afford to rest Curry, Thompson, and Green when they had to, when they didn't need them. And you know what? The shooters would come off the bench and just handle what the front man would handle in the first 2 quarters. And Golden State was stacked where they could afford to do that, man. And that's what made them hard to beat. But it's funny.
Yeah.
I remember Curry got fined because he threw his mouthpiece at somebody
Oh, oh
in the
yeah.
audience. Yeah, man. 'Cause but I'm saying that's that frustration. Sometimes it happens, man.
Yeah. Cause I'm like, man, look, I remember somebody sat on front row and said something to Curry, he still made it through. I said, man, Steph Curry be making threes every day in practice, probably doing before the game. Like Steph Curry is the king of 3 pointers.
That's right, man. Them buzzer beaters, he be hitting those buzzer beaters too.
Yup. And shoot, I'm like, if you let Steph Curry try to come back and win, or he'll do it. I remember he did it against the Thunder. And now that was when I think the Thunder was up like 3-1 in the series. And yup, the Thunder had KD and Westbrook and I think James no, I think it was KD and Westbrook. And that's why I was like, that's when they really should have won because they was up 3-1.
Right.
And I was like, it was crazy watching that because I got nervous every time it was like 3-1, 3-2. When they got the 3-2, I was like, all right, Thunder going to close in 6. And it came to a game 7. I'm like, what?
Yeah, man. But to be honest, let's the game you mentioned about Houston, I think that's one reason too why a guy like James Harden may never win a ring. I mean, he's the complete player, but when it comes down to it, he is a ball hog and he loves to shoot. And you know what? Now that he's in Brooklyn in a different situation, you got KD and Kyrie Irving. You're gonna have to rotate that ball and give one of them the chance. Like Kyrie, he got the handles. And LeBron James, when Cleveland did beat Golden State in the finals, he owes that heavy credit to Kyrie Irving because if LeBron didn't have Kyrie, I don't know if they would have pulled it off. They may have, or they
Right.
could have just took their chances and relied on J.R. Spliff, who be smoking all that weed and don't know
Yeah.
how to take time, so he passed the ball out. Like, yeah, but Kyrie Irving is the guy that LeBron will always owe that credit to. And in Brooklyn, you got Harden, Irving, and Durant. So if they can stay healthy, they can come out the East. The question is, are y'all gonna be able to have that chemistry when it really matters? Because it's the same in the NFL. You get to that Super Bowl, you better be on the same page.
Yeah, yep, gotta be on the same page and everything. And that's why I'm like, this year gonna be interesting because it's like 18 games. So I'm gonna just say, shoot, if 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 like a team is up by a certain amount, do you take out the quarterback? Because I'm be like, look, just put in the backup. You up like three touchdowns with 5 minutes left because all you gotta do is just run the ball. Because I mean, 18 games is a long season, but I guess maybe by like week 15, that might be the time where people will start resting people, probably.
Yeah.
Or probably week 14.
I always laugh though when they attempt to punt a field goal and they get blocked sometimes, or they kick it to the left and it don't score. I'll be like, man, the fans be mad as hell, man.
I be like, Dad, I'm like, what? Like that ball went all the way over there. I'm like, now they starting at the 50. Defense get mad. Like, now we got to
I
defend
remember
all.
the punter for the Bears. He did that years ago, and he cost the team in the playoffs, and the fans was booing him. Like Chicago
Oh
fans
yeah.
was booing him. Like you don't want to do that, man.
That's the thing. I'm like, see, I be missing the fans. I'm always remember when it was Ravens Steelers and we was playing in Steeler Nation and man Joe Flacco did one of them crazy come from behind scores. I was like, oh, this is crazy. This is Steelers defense. I'm like, it was at their best. And they done that to us too. Came here, got a victory. I'm like, see, I don't know. It's always weird when it's the other team winning on your home turf because I be feeling it, you know.
Yeah, that's hard. When you lose at home, it's really hard if you playing on the home floor and you lose, like, and you came that far just to be like, oh well, we ain't gotta go nowhere, we home. So back in the locker room. That's
Right.
tough.
Y'all just like this season when the Titans came here and beat, I was like, oh my god. And that's why I was like, man, when we play these Titans, I was like, we at their home. I was like, we gotta beat them. Shoot. We gotta send them home. Shoot. That was because I think if the Ravens would have won that, I think they probably would have been, I guess, like a second seed. But I'm like, the way this going, shoot, you might have like 4 or 5 teams fighting for first place. But then I'm like, I don't know if it's good getting all that rest though.
Yeah, that's true, man. Sometimes all that rest can make you either rusty or have you well rested enough where you just feel like super energetic. And you know what? That's one thing I miss about actual fans being in the seats because if it's a close game and it's only like 4 minutes in the fourth, you see how nervous them fans be looking. They literally be biting their nails like, oh man, my team might lose.
Right, they be sitting there and their hands be looking down, looking at their phone. I be like, yeah, I miss having the fans there because it's just a different feeling too, and especially them. Oh my God, just like it's been times where teams win by a field goal, and
Yeah.
you thinking they going to do it, then the other team will call a timeout and they already kicked it. I'm like, damn, like he didn't kick the 60-yard field goal. I'm like, and he got to do it again.
And the refs, man, sometimes the refs be screwing teams on purpose. Remember that New Orleans Saints and Philadelphia Eagles series, and New Orleans won, man. Them damn Eagles fans was mad as hell.
Yep, they was doing all them pass interference calls, and I'm
The
like,
flags, yeah.
yeah, it's it's crazy. That's why I be like, man, in the Super Bowl, these referees they need to have a whole lot of experience being at the Super Bowl because I be like, even if I'm like, I'm like a first down could really change a whole quarter because it's like you think you got them off the field, now they still on the field going down. And
Or,
then I'll be
yep,
like,
no doubt.
yeah. Or he'll just say I'm eating some caramel coconut Oreos. Oh, that's cool.
Pass the Oreos, please.
Yep. Hey, Swoop Like Me said thank you. Got the TV online. Yep, just got this honey bun.
Remember those time that when the Seahawks lost and the interception was, you saw how Richard Sherman looked
Oh
It
yeah,
was like, oh,
I know that look like
that's tough, man.
yeah, it is. But then I was just like, well, I was thinking like, well, they did just win a Super Bowl. I was like, I know it was, I think it was against Denver. I think it was Denver. But then I was like, well, shoot, this is 3 years or 4 years later. But I was just like, it was cool that Russell did win a Super Bowl, but then he did lose one. So,
Yeah,
and then I'm like, well, Mahomes got the same thing. He won, he lost. So I'm like, well, this year, I know, man, fan, we always say like, somebody else go to the Super Bowl, like no Tom
right.
Brady, no Mahomes. Yeah, it was like that for basketball. Shoot. But I thought I really thought the NBA was rigged because I was like, it's always Cleveland and the Warriors. I'm like, it's
Yeah,
always
it
Cleveland and the
was
Warriors.
tiring. Like, let somebody else get a chance, man. Like wrestling, switching gears for a minute. The Backlash show, it wasn't all that great. It was decent. I mean, with Seth Rollins attacked Cesaro, I'm like, damn, that was messed up. And he had just lost to Roman too.
Yeah, I'm like, golly. I was rooting for Cesaro. I was rooting for him. I was
Yeah,
like,
me
man,
too.
I was like the way his arm was looking, and then they showed one camera angle, like the way his wrist, like, and it was bleeding. I was like, damn, like how can he close his fist, and I mean it was really hurting him. I mean them uppercuts, they do hurt, and he was sucking. I was like, man, that's crazy. I was like,
Yeah,
something don't seem right because it's like Roman Reigns don't have no injuries. So now that it was Cesaro first opportunity, he had an injury. And I'm like,
right.
it's always like that. I'm
Yeah,
like, why can't
man.
like I'm like, why can't it just be a back and forth match? Nobody working on nobody arm or nobody leg, and you just wrestle each other. I'm like, that's not wrestling. That's just taking advantage of something.
Yeah, rest hold the match, and it's boring. Like Roman, the guillotine choke when Roman does it, it doesn't really look imposing. Like that's something Daniel Bryan would do and make it look realistic because Daniel Bryan is a young. I always say Daniel Bryan reminds me of Dean Malenko with the submission. So when Daniel applies them submission holds, man, it's realistic, and he showed this in that damn false count anywhere with Miz and Morrison years ago that he's so diverse with technicality. Like I would have rather seen Daniel Bryan versus Roman instead of Cesaro only because I knew Cesaro wasn't gonna have a chance winning, and neither would Daniel Bryan. But Cesaro, Vince don't really care for Cesaro, and that's what's working against him.
Yeah. I was just like, dang man, like he was hanging in there. Shoot, he got choked out, but then he was still fighting. I'm like, God, like you just go through so much. You
Then
ain't
Seth
lying.
Rollins came out and attacked him after the match. Like, I mean, come on, man.
I know it's like, God, like Rollins, like I'm Rollins, like I'm not done with you. I was like, oh my God.
Seth is funny though, man.
Right? It was Rollins, he be going crazy, but he be yelling. I be like, yeah, and 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 I'm like, I know he got a baby, so I'm like, just imagine training with Rollins. He gonna be pushing you to the limit.
And then Bianca Belair, I was so happy to see that she beat Bailey because I'm like, ding dong, what is that? Ding dong. You got a catchphrase like a hostess cake. Ding dong, what is that? Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand that, man. I don't understand that.
I like, man, if she'd have lost to Bailey, I'd have probably done a rant video. Like, really? Like, this is what we do?
Yes.
Like, damn. Like, y'all want Bailey to be the champion? Like, I'm
Like,
just like, just look at Bailey and look at Bianca. Like, who would you rather hang out with, Bianca? Well, and I mean, like I said, I know it's people that like Bailey, but I mean, just the way she look now, like she just looked like she didn't even do her hair. She just came out And I'm like, you see how Bianca comes out? She come out different outfits. She looked like a wrestler. Like Bailey just put on anything. Just
Yeah. When I first saw Bianca debut in NXT, I immediately thought of Sasha Banks because I mean the swag, the confidence, that's who I thought of. And I mean both of their theme songs hit, like you get hyped for them. But Bailey, I
yeah.
mean Bailey had character when she was face, but even then she really just couldn't gravitate to anybody except the crowd in NXT. They loved Bailey. But when she turned heel and then the promo she did with Miz TV, Life Sucks and Then You Die, I'm like, you stole that from the Attitude Era, which shows you have no creativity, and you have no creativity to the point you didn't tell the brass, I want to read my own script, because Sasha Banks had to speak for her. That's why Miz said, what are you, Paul? Is this Paul Heyman? Like, you don't know how to talk? Like Brock Lesnar don't know how. So Paul does the talking for him. Just like he said, hey, Paul, say something stupid. Oh, yes, I'm going to say something stupid, bro.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. That's why that's why I be like, it's some wrestlers that's good on the mic and that that can really wrestle, and it's just some of them that you really can't. I think one thing, like for promos, you gotta just have it in you. And
Yeah.
there was a couple of times the Miz did some crazy promos where you can just look at him and you can see that he's serious. Or same like for Dean Ambrose, and now John Moxley, the way he do his promos, and like Chris Jericho. I'm
Yeah.
like, I never hear Jericho like he got so much fire, and it's like you really believe in what he's saying. So it's now I'm just saying, like, now back to Bailey, like she was only champion for that whole year because of Sasha. And
Yeah.
and
It
that's
was hard
and
to
that's why
watch.
I was like, it was hard to watch it. I said I'd rather watch something else.
That's why I said in the last stream that we was up here with Princess, shout out to her, about Seth Rollins back when he was with the Authority. Man, my favorite promo he did is when he was talking about Cleveland and he said to Johnny Manziel in the audience, Johnny idiot face over there ain't bringing the title back to Cleveland. LeBron James ain't bringing the title back to Cleveland. This is the only championship you should be celebrating. That's why I'm leaving this piece of crap town. So soak it up. I love Seth as a hero, though, man. I like his promos back then. And he would laugh at that. That's funny.
And I never forget the one promo he did to Brock Lesnar. I remember he was supposed to give Lesnar a championship match, and he was like,
Oh yeah,
I know I'm supposed to give you a championship match, but my foot hurt from curb stomping you Roman from last night, and I am going to give you a championship match, just not tonight.
not
I was I mean, I was like JBL. He was like, "Are you serious?" And then I was like, "Boy, if JJ Security wasn't in front of Rollins, man, I think Lesnar would have got to him." I was like, he clotheslined both of them like just that quick. And then Lesnar hopped over the rail. I'm like, man, look, Rollins, you better run. That's why I was like, Rollins, you better run, because I was like, I ain't never see Lesnar hopped over the railing like, or really anybody hopped over the railing like that. That's
yeah.
scary.
But one thing that Brock did when he did get a hold of Seth and he tried to German suplex him, Seth did do a backflip and landed on his feet. I thought that was cold. That was cool, and he got away. That's how he got away.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, man, like,
He did the
and just
same thing at what was it, WrestleMania 35? He curb stomped him 3 times to get that win.
yeah, I was like, wow. I'm always remember that because the way Rollins was running down the ring, I was like, don't fall, Rollins. He was running down there. I was like, what? And of course, it was some fans down there. Y'all, they was mad. I couldn't believe it. I was just in shock. It's like, he really doing this.
Even Paul Heyman was like, "Wow, I can't believe this just happened."
I was like, And Rollins, right? I was like, that was the heist of the century because I mean, everybody was just thinking like, okay, when Lesnar when he gave Roman that F5 and they both was down, I was like, Rock gonna just get up in a little bit and cover Roman for the victory. And out comes Rollins. I was like,
Running
what?
it down.
Michael Cole was like, oh my God, Rollins, he's gonna do it. He's gonna cash in. And JBL was like, what? Are you serious? I was like, that's classic. So all you needed was JR there.
What'd you say, Ty?
No, I was about to say all they needed was JR on commentary. JR would have needed some water after he was yelling.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
I remember when Jack Swagger when he did his, it didn't have the same impact because I know he came out and hit Edge with a briefcase, and Edge
Oh
had
wow.
speared. Yeah, he speared Chris Jericho, and
Oh
then Jack Swagger was like, "Get the ref out here, man!" He did that gut wrench power bomb and then pinned Jericho, and it was that easy. So it's
wow.
similar to what Batista did to Edge, and then Punk came out. That's where they
Oh
got
yeah.
that from.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I was mad when Punk cashed in on Jeff Hardy. I was like, ah, damn it, man. I was mad. I was like, man, Jeff Hardy just won that title. Here comes CM Punk. Jeff Hardy couldn't get up. I was like, oh man. I was like, he gonna win it. Like he gonna win it. And I was like, I think he kicked out of the first go to sleep, and then I was like, he gonna do it again. That's what they do. They don't work the first time, he gonna do it the second time.
Facts. The only two Money in the Bank wins that never made sense to me because they failed was Baron Corbin, John Cena, and Otis. Especially Otis. Like the fans weren't really behind him like they were Cena, even though Cena had a mix between love and hate. Now Baron Corbin, like nobody cares about him, but I'm like, when he did have the briefcase, he failed. Like Cena prevented him from cashing in on Jinder Mahal.
I know. I was like, dang man, like that was like, I think that could have been his opportunity and stuff.
Yep.
Hey Maria, thanks for coming here. Yep, Swoop
Hey
like
Maria.
me. But yeah, I think when John Cena had it, I was like, I don't know, I was like, Cena don't really need a Money in the Bank briefcase. I was like, he
Yeah,
already
yeah.
won the title like 12, 13 times. So now I'm like, this year, I don't know, like, let it be somebody. I was like, shoot, let Ricochet win Money in the Bank. Shoot. Shoot, he could probably come out in that black suit and hit you with a steel pipe. I don't know, like I mean, but that would be cool though. Like he got the Money in the Bank briefcase, he got on all black suit with black shades. He just come out there and hit Lashley or Drew with a I mean, because it's like if Drew get this title back and somebody win Money in the Bank, I would definitely cash in on Drew because it's like it's like Drew gonna get more and more opportunities though.
Man, I love Drew though. I wish they would have kept him heel and he was able to win it that way because the fans are
Yeah.
starting to turn on him and they hate him now. Like I don't like when that happens, and that's WWE's fault. That's not Drew's fault because he's only doing what he's asked to do. But I wish he would have just stayed heel.
Yeah. When I think when he was heel, I mean I still take him serious now, but back then it was even better. Like him and when he fought Roman, like they had some good matches too. Because Drew was heel. Drew always tried to. It felt like Drew always tried to rip off Roman's vest and stuff. And, that was cool too. And kind of like with Strowman, like Strowman and Roman had some battles. Strowman always be trying to like rip his vest off, and I was like, but you know, I just think the way Roman is now, I don't know, it's just different though.
It's weird. I mean, I still remember, and I wish they didn't release Bo Dallas just because every time he used to come out with that Bo leave, he used to have me laughing, especially when he's like to Roman. You're Outback Jack and Kevlar. I hate to say it, Roman, you're a bust. You're the Tim Tebow of WWE. But
Right.
you know, all that can change. If you Bo leave, he got speared. He
That was
said, all you have to do is Bo leave that. Just like Mr. Kennedy. I told y'all when he hit Eddie Guerrero with that chair, disqualify that.
yeah. I was like, damn. Yep, he said disqualify that, and that's
You hear
that.
them chair shots though, man. And you hear them chair shots, they sound like gunshots sometimes.
Yep, they do. I'll be like, wow. I can't get hit by no chair. That's it.
And since you mentioned Ricochet, man, you saw that match against Sheamus, man. That bro kick. I'm like, yeah, that's it.
That I think bro kick should be like one of the top finishes for wrestling period. Like at least in the top 100. Yeah. Oh, that's yeah, PMC on the stream yard. Yeah, we talked about wrestling and some of these crazy iconic moments that's been going on, even some from this year and last year.
The Rock and Evan Bourne got something in common. Rock used to do a whole damn somersault when he got stunned by Stone Cold, and Evan Bourne did a backflip when he got bro kicked by Sheamus.
Man, that bro kick is just so powerful. Like I mean, I remember when he got that on the Big Show, and I'm like, yup, it made Big Show fell down like that. I think on like the superstars that's not a heavyweight, they gonna really feel that bro kick, and that's why I was surprised. Like even from Monday, I was like, they could have let Sheamus for Bobby Lashley. I
That's
mean,
what's up.
because he even said he was like, I'm ready to be a double champion. I'm like, imagine that, like, but they don't want to do that though. But
Facts.
all
But
right, Marie.
every move is recycled though. Like, you know, even from the Attitude Era, you remember Steve Blackman, right? Remember the pump kick? That's the
Oh
bro
yeah.
kick. And then the
Oh
high cross is just the razor's edge. Like Sheamus took Razor Ramon's finisher and Steve Blackman's pump kick. I mean, the bro kick is dope because I mean, I've always liked Sheamus, you know, since he debuted on ECW. But to be honest, he's the United States champ again, and he's just never been back at the top for years, man.
yeah, and I'm like, shoot, I'm like, Sheamus could be champion on Raw. I mean, I think he had one match with Bobby Lashley, and shoot, well, I mean, I think that was a disqualification, but I'm like, shoot, he
Facts.
almost beat him, and that's why I was like, I ain't like how they had it with Kofi and um and Bobby Lashley because I figured Drew was gonna get in there and just cost Lashley, of course. So I'm like, of course they doing Bobby and Drew because of stuff like that. But I'm like, shoot, let somebody, let somebody else get a shot. Like
Yeah.
because it's like they already done fought like about twice this year at WrestleMania and at the Backlash show. So have something different.
Yeah, all the way up until SummerSlam. If Bobby Lashley is meant to hold that title this long, it definitely needs to be somebody else's turn now and not Drew because Drew needs to regroup and they need to just have him turn heel because this ain't working. This face run is only gonna have the fans booing him at some point, just like they did Seth Rollins when he got in that program with the Fiend. And then the WWE creator was like, yeah, we got to
Yeah.
turn Seth heel because they remember how Hell in a Cell ended and they were chanting AEW and booing. Like
Mhm.
that's one of those things where it's like, you know, Seth Rollins was just getting on the fans' nerves, so they turned him heel.
Yeah, because I think it was Rollins and the Fiend, and I think they had I think Booker T was saying, "How you going to stop a Hell in a Cell match?" And I was like, "Right." I'm like, when Undertaker and Mankind fought years ago, man, Mankind got thrown from top of the cell. He got thrown from the top of the cell to the ring, and I mean, Undertaker still pinned him. But I think when Rollins was hitting the Fiend with a curb stomp, and he kept doing it, and I'm like, you can't stop a match because of that. I'm like, shoot, you just gotta let him keep fighting. I'm like, you got. I mean, of course they had an audience there, so it's like they should have just kept the match going.
I like those AEW chants though because it just go to show you AEW would have given us something more interesting than what they did on Hell in a Cell, and AEW has been better than Raw, SmackDown, and NXT many a times, man. I don't think I'm the only one who thinks that.
Yeah, it really has. Cause I'm like, even just seeing how Cody Rhodes is now, I'm like, I never would have saw this side of Cody, I guess, if he wouldn't have came to AEW. And now, like, Miro, Rusev, now he's the champion. And I'm like, I'm gonna be really interested in the show tomorrow because it's like they always got something different, you know,
Right.
and and really, like, me personally, I never really saw Sting like in WCW because I think every time I watched it, I always saw like Booker T, Chris Jericho, Eddie, stuff like that. So I was like, it's cool seeing Sting. Yep. Oh, hey, Beauty. Yep. Thanks for coming here.
Yeah, man. I look at it like I said with John Morrison. I remember how he told Vampiro and Lucha Underground way before he came back to WWE that he felt handcuffed for his time in WWE. They wouldn't allow him to bring no creative ideas to his character. And Vampiro applauded him. I'm like, now look at Morrison years later. He's back in a company that stunted his growth. He hasn't grown. I mean, the parkour is dope. I like what Morrison can do in the ring, but he's really handcuffed again, like his statement. And I'm like, dude, you tweeted how unhappy you were with WWE when they were burying you back in 2011 before he got released. And I'm like, why are you back? And now they're talking about splitting him and Miz up possibly. I'm like, nobody cares about either one of them at this point. Like, Miz is already as gone as far as he can go. Like, I mean, what else are they gonna do with him unless he ends up a mid card champion again and goes after the I guess
Oh, yeah.
U.S. title at some point or the Intercontinental title, if yeah, or in the same for Morrison. But I just don't think nobody cares about them anymore like they did back in 2009. When they were tag champs.
Yep. And that's why I'm like, shoot, if the Miz, I mean, of course, the Miz has been champion before, but I'm like, shoot, if he could be champion, y'all can make Ricochet a U.S. champion because if he already fought Sheamus twice. He lost to him twice, but the second time he's shown he can hang in there with him. So why not give him a shot? Like, but just let it be like an upset victory or something. That's what they need to start doing
But see, the
because
thing with Ricochet, I like him, it's a classic case of getting called up. Like since the whole thing with Aleister Black at Mania 35, they never did nothing with Ricochet, and he's been all over the place, winning, losing more than winning, and that's the problem.
right, that's true because it's like I think of course wrestlers they got to take their losses with the business to kind of, I guess, to kind of show, like how other wrestlers can grow. But like the way it's doing it now, like is different. And it would have
You're
been, like
right.
I said, epic. It would have been epic if Cesaro would have won. Like even if he would have won and he came on SmackDown to say I got an injury. I mean, at least he would have been champion. They did that for Finn Balor. He came on Raw next night. He had an injury. He had to give up the title. But then I'm thinking like, shoot, this shouldn't even be that way either. Because it's like when somebody finally become champion, they get injured. So then it automatically just seemed like if Roman would have lost the title, they probably would have just gave it to him back because Cesaro got injured.
True. It's like with Finn Balor when he won the introductional Universal Championship, and he relinquished. Well, you might as well have had Seth Rollins win that match because Finn Balor got injured and was out for a while. Then when he came back, you had mishandled him so much. He had two useless Intercontinental title runs that he was exchanging with Bobby Lashley, and Bobby Lashley either because he was aligned with Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre. And Finn Balor was just all the place where when he was winning, it didn't really matter. And his Intercontinental Championship run was forgettable because I think he had it for like 2 months and then he lost it.
Right, and that's why I always just wonder, like, why was it the Miz that got a shot at Rollins' title instead of Finn Balor? Because I think if it was Rollins and Finn Balor, they should have had a rival. Like if like say like if Rollins would have won the first one for the championship, that's cool. And then Finn wins it for the second time. Well, Finn wins it on a second attempt. That would have been better because it's showing that both wrestlers is good, both wrestlers winning. But when they keep doing that same thing, when it's just the same people keep winning, it gets boring. And then you look at
Yeah.
AEW. Now it's like, even because I saw even after the match, Darby Allin said like he don't want the AEW championship. He just wanted to be TNT championship. And it's like even at the long hard match, people they get up and applaud and stuff. And I'm like, it's just different with AEW. Like they really look out for their wrestlers too. Because especially I think it was Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. They had like a first ever women's like hardcore match, and like all the wrestlers was making sure they was fine. Some offered water. I was like, shoot, you don't really see that in WWE.
Hell no, you don't, because WWE doesn't utilize talent. And you know what? Like Tucker, the other half of Heavy Machinery, you know what? He's happy to get released because honest, I don't think he would have done anything special if he had stayed and they didn't release him because him with Shorty.
Oh shit! Oh wow! Oh yeah, I can hear you.
This team was kind of everything is recycled with WWE to the point where fans don't care no more. And whether you like Corey Graves or not, I'ma always say he said what a lot of us feel like we're tired of seeing the same people wrestle week after week. That's why outside of WWE, if we're not watching AEW or NXT, we're watching some other wrestling outlet because they're giving us the things that we want to see where WWE doesn't on 3 days of the week.
Right. Yep. Just like when I heard about the guy that was I think he was in WWE, Rich Swann. I think now he's a I think he
Right.
was huh? I think Rich Swann, I think he was a champion on I think it was TNA, but I think now he don't have the champion because Kenny got it. But I was like, see, with him, he was always a good talent, but he kept losing the Neville for that cruiserweight championship. He just kept making him
Yeah,
lose.
his Phoenix Splash was dope though. Rich Swann, that was cold.
Yep. Yeah, yep. And then like just like when it was Neville and yeah, what was that guy name? Keep forgetting that. Well, I know Neville. He was also he had a rival with this other wrestler who was a commentary at first, and I think when he interviewed him, he attacked him, and
Yeah.
I think them two had a good rival too, but it was just Neville kept winning, and I'm like, that's boring. Like, it can't be a rival if the same person keep winning. Like it's not a it's a rival when other teams win. It's just like for football, like Ravens Steelers. Like Ravens won some crazy games. The the one I'ma always remember is when the Steelers beat us for the AFC Championship. But I was like, it was in '08. It was Flacco's first year, but I was like, I'm gonna always remember that. Shoot, we was all watching
Right.
it, and I was like, that was just one of those tough games right there. You get all the way to the AFC Championship and you lose to your rival. Like that was like crazy.
Wrestling situation. I look at Buddy Murphy when he's another guy who had a long run with that cruiserweight championship, and through his programs with Mustafa Ali at the time, I'm like Mustafa Ali should have been at least 205 cruiserweight champ for at least maybe a month or two, just to say give him some sort of success because he did have some really good matches. Then when he got called up to the main roster, I know he got a shot against the then heel Shinsuke Nakamura and he lost. So I just feel like, and then like the Money in the Bank situation when Brock came back, he could have pulled that briefcase down. And after that, Mustafa Ali just like they put him in this whole retribution thing, and retribution was a bunch of jobbers from NXT. It didn't take off. It didn't go nowhere. So I was like, what was the point of that? They just know how to kill people. That's why these wrestlers get unhappy and then they end up wanting a release.
Right, yeah. It was it was just like always it's always somebody that should have got pushed but never did. Yep. Who should have got pushed but never did. Or it's like when they finally push them, they push them like at the wrong time. I'm like, now shoot. If I'm like if they would have pushed like 2019, I mean, cause no matter of fact, he was the United States champion at one point. Yep, him and AJ had a rivalry, but I'm like after that, he ain't do nothing else. I mean, I know he fought Lesnar, but that was it. I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
Then the
Like,
fans, they chant, you deserve it. Some of the guys they chant that too don't deserve it. I'm like, you know what? I understand why a guy like Zack Ryder was mad because you had him win that ladder match at I think it was WrestleMania 32. Then he lost to Miz the next night on Raw. Like I'd be mad as hell too. Like you put him in a marquee match with a heavy stipulation to win it. And even JBL said after that match, I bet Zack Ryder never thought he'd hear his music. And you were in it with a high caliber of talent. Then you lose to the Miz at the end of the day. Like that's why Zack Ryder is happy that he's not in WWE no more.
right, yep, because they don't know how to use certain people right, and it's just like I mean I think after a while I think Ricochet gonna leave because it's like I think in my mind I don't think they're gonna have him beat Sheamus. They just gonna keep having him lose, and I mean it's only so much you're gonna do. It's like it's like you're a good
Right.
superstar, and of course they get paid good, but still I would want to win though. Like I don't want to come to a wrestling company just to always lose or to be a jobber. Like I wouldn't want that because it ain't no fun in that though.
Like Dolph was another guy doing the Sami Zayn being in a company that shine and allow me last really strong run was when he was United States champion back in 2011 and Vicky Guerrero was managing him. Ever since
Oh,
then, he did have that run as the world heavyweight champ when AJ and Big E was with them. But after that loss, like the dude just never recovered from them. And the same with Cesaro. He won that Andre Battle Royal and then left the Zeb Coulter to be with Paul Heyman. Then that just didn't work out. And then ever since then, Cesaro's been all over the place.
yeah, yeah. That's why I was like, I don't get why they be winning then Andre the Giant trophy, and then they always say they get pushed, and don't nothing happen. Like I think Matt Hardy had won it, but I think the one good thing was he was tag team champions with Bray Wyatt for like maybe a few months, but and I was like, shoot, I know Matt Hardy happy he in AEW because who would have known we would have saw a big money Matt in AEW. Like, and beating people up and just having a ball. Like one of my favorite matches when it was Matt Hardy and Sammy from Inner Circle. I was like I'm like they had a good little rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think soon I think their Double or Nothing pay-per-view is coming up too.
Who's still in the chat?
I think Ruby is still here. Maria, Beauty, and I think Hilda is on here. She might be they said she was editing her video and stuff.
Yeah, shout out to Hilda because I did see the Oreo video, the snacks. And I said I just got stuff going on right now. That's why I haven't posted, but I do have videos filmed. And
Oh, that's
like I said, Oreo good. Like Oreo is good, but my favorite is the double stuff.
oh yeah, yup. That double stuff is always good. Shoot, seem like nowadays they be raising prices on snacks in in the market.
Lying, man.
I'd be like, damn, so I might as well just get all these snacks from the dollar store then. I'd be
Only
like, they
time
be
that
just
you like, what you say, Ty?
no, I was just saying like, you might as well just get all your snacks from the dollar store. They just be different brands.
Yeah, because how much was it at the movies when you went? Did you get snacks there?
Oh no, because the only thing I brought, well, the only thing I had got was these I think the little bottle of M&Ms. Yep, I just had them because I was like, shoot, getting chips and all that stuff from the theater. I was looking at the prices. Yep, popcorn almost like $9. Think the large
Man,
popcorn was about like $10. I'm like,
what for real? What?
and a small popcorn $5. I'm like, dang.
Nah, nah. That's a ripoff.
And then I'd be like, it'd be so funny. It'd be like, they said bottle of water $3. I said, dang, water. Like,
No,
how much?
no, no, that's a ripoff. It's like I said, man. You know what? You're right. Like when you pay for a bag of chips, half the bag is filled with air. The only time you gonna ever get chips filled to the top is if you get Pringles.
Yeah, you're right. Right. Because even some stores, I'll be like, well, that's a big bag, but then because I'll be like, all this air, and then you open the bag and all the chips is at the bottom. I'll be like, that's crazy. All them chips at the bottom. Like what? Yeah, but
Same with candy.
yeah, yeah, candy prices be going up and down too.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, shoot, I really hope, they don't be thinking about making PlayStation 6 no time soon. So I was like, I'm like, they need to hold that off like 20 years from now. Shoot. You got because it's already been a year. Like you gotta let people get the system because and I'm like, it should be a time where shoot, they can have a special discount. Like, I mean, I don't know if they will, but they should. Like, PS5 like $299. I mean, they should because it's like the way people been waiting. Why not let it be $299 instead of it being $399? Well, unless they just do that for holiday sales. Because other than that, it's still gonna be hard to get to. Because
Yeah.
because here's the thing, it's like even like like people call like GameStop and Best Buy. I be thinking some of them be having a system in the store, but they be telling the customers no. And then I'd be like, that'd be messed up because then who knows? They could probably take the system home for themselves. They could be like, yeah, we
Yeah,
got
that's
10 in the
true.
store. And then you get there, they be like, nope, we ain't got none.
Yeah, they do. And you know what? Like I said about them giveaways that Burger King was advertising fake. If those were real, let's be honest, most of those people probably kept those and took it home for themselves.
Right? 'Cause I'm like, ain't no way they gonna have a system in Burger King and they say you order a special meal. So then once you order your special meal, then they'll just come out and give you a peek, man. They ain't gonna do that. All them people
Yeah.
gonna be looking.
Like you seen my live whenever it was a few weeks back when I was talking about Black Friday, and I said how people will sit up here and steal whatever from you that they weren't able to get. I'm like, I ain't about to rob nobody for none of that. Like, hey, if it mean that much to you, congrats.
Yeah, because it's like going through all that trouble, jumping over people, and I'm like, y'all be jumping over people for the little things.
The fact that you see elders fighting though, that's embarrassing.
Right? I'm like, well, y'all better just order from Amazon. I know Amazon been popular. I mean, I know it was popular last year because with the pandemic. So I'm like, just do that. Like sometimes just order stuff from Amazon like near Christmas and do it that way because you go on it's like you be waiting outside like all night and then the store opened and 100 people be over rushing you and I'm like, nah, I can't deal with that.
Right. It's better to do your online shopping that way at home, so you don't wake up being outside the store like 5, 6 a.m. sleeping at 10. Like,
I know that'd be crazy. Cause shoot, I still remember from last year, shoot, getting those videos and hearing news reports. It was like people was camping outside for the PS5, and they got tents out here. Some people had some. I remember somebody brought a whole bed out in front of GameStop. It was waiting right
that's
there.
embarrassing.
I was like, they brought a whole bed out there waiting for the PS5.
For real? Wow, I ain't never seen that. That's a first, man.
Yeah, and shit, it was cool. Like said some videos like people. Now I think the ones that's cool like they be waiting. They be waiting for the mail person to come and then it finally come and then I think one person was like, all right, babe, I'm gonna be in the basement for the next 3 months. See you later. I was
Damn,
like,
damn.
he was like, yep, PS5 over the lady. Yep.
It must be interesting to know for those people that did that, waited for the PS5, and you did all that just to not go home with one. Because you know some of them didn't.
Yep. I'm like, Dad, he told his girlfriend, like, I'll see you the next 3 months. I said,
Man, that's tough, man. When I saw it, like when you know what, we was talking about it, you and I, like way before it even dropped, and I told you, man, I'm gonna pre-order it because I know that's the easiest way I'm gonna be able to get it before everybody else, start trying to get it. And I did it quick as possible, and I'm thankful because I almost didn't get it.
yeah. And it's I think it's gonna be like that for the video games now too. Cause shoot, just wait till when God of War Ragnarok drops. Like that game gonna be just gold. And I'm like,
Yeah,
as
it's gonna
soon as
sell out. Yeah,
soon as I hear some news about it, you can pre-order it now, but like go right on PlayStation Store and just do it there. It'll be right there because waiting in like anybody else waiting for Ragnarok, we only got 10 left. Be like 30 people out there. Like nope.
Thanks. It's gonna sell out though.
Yeah, because I know they said like the Resident Evil Village was sold out too, like in almost all these stores, and I'm like, dang, because I remember going on there, and they was like both the PS4 and PS5 version was sold out, and I kept checking back, and then it was there. I was like, yep, just had to kind of wait a little bit, but I still find it kind of weird how a game can run out on a system, on a PlayStation Store, but I'm like, I guess they just gotta have so many copies.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Even them games are getting expensive, like 70, $80. Like, I mean, and let's be honest, because it's PlayStation 5 and Xbox the series, SRX, like a lot of people don't understand that it's gonna take a while before the game's prices even drop. You could be waiting months. And by that time, you may be trying to focus on getting something else.
Right. Cause that's why I was like, shoot, Resident Evil Village, that might be one of the top games of the year because watch, it's going like I said, that game on YouTube is so searchable. You just type it in, you're gonna get like 100 people playing. I'm like, it's gonna be the same way over the summer and probably going into Christmas, like those live streams and stuff. So I'm like, hopefully they'll get more copies of that because it's a really good game. Yeah, it's a cool game. But for me,
Right.
I'm like, I can't speed run through that game. I cannot speed run through that game because it's too much though.
Yeah. And the bottom line is, by the time Christmas and Thanksgiving come around this year, you know what? Watch how the GameStop and Walmart's gonna be.
Right. And I'm like, see what they should do. And now I think my GameStop, they was having like these bundles. But I'm like, some of the bundles don't be making sense though. Like one of them be like $800, but I'm like, why they gotta get two controllers, the camera, and like, how about one controller? Like some people might not want the camera. They just
Yeah.
wanna, they just want the system. Yeah. Hey, Vicky, thanks for coming here. Yep. Mega love, shout out to you as well, and yep, everybody in the chat.
Yeah. It's like The Sims 4 when it dropped on PlayStation 4, and then months later when it was dropping all those expansion packs and portions, all of that stuff that you wanted featured in the game together collectively amounted up to over $200. And then people was kind of like, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah, like it's crazy. So now it's like from now on, I think some games is like I think this one game I think it was called Kena, I think Kena Spirits. I think it's a new game. I think the price was like $39. I was like, now for some of the not so popular games might be like $40. But I'm like, still, that's still high too.
Facts.
I'm like, so we know like cause I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like I know it's gonna be a bundle for Ragnarok, and it's gonna be on PlayStation. It's gonna be like $130. You get the soundtrack, you gonna get the artwork, get like 5 costumes. I'd be like, golly, like I like to have the costumes, but not the soundtrack and all this other stuff. Like, damn. I'm like,
Wow.
shoot, the way Ragnarok gonna be, shoot, they need to have a fully upgraded Blades of Chaos and a fully upgraded Axe. Like I pay for that.
Yeah, but
'Cause
sometimes when they give you all these bundles, like when you get them, if you pay for them, it's kind of like you really thinking back, was this really worth it? Because it ain't. It's a bunch of hype sometimes. Like, and this has happened with 2K games, like WWE 2K21. I have the bundles for it, but I'm kind of like, it isn't. I mean, it's great. Like for what it's worth, you do get your money's worth. But some things you kind of like when you look at it later, you're like, wow, is this really worth paying for?
No, no. Now I think one of the PlayStation 5 bundles was cool. I think you get I think it was at Best Buy. You get the PlayStation 5. You get a $75 gift card. I was like, that should be $100 gift card. To most people, to most gamers, one game is $75. Unless you unless you buy going into that extended 70% off deal. But most games is $70 though.
Some of the bundles is more than the damn game itself.
I know. I'd be like, dang. Because now I'm starting to see the PlayStation 5 with the Resident Evil Village and a controller. And it was like, that's about 530, 540. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, that's I guess that's about right. Okay, yeah, Michelle, thanks for coming here. Ruby, thank Vic K, thank Maria.
Yeah. And I mean, unless you got some 3 jobs in the corporate world or 2 jobs and you got all that money, you can afford to buy all them bundles every time a game drop. But most likely if you just coming up and working on a 9 to 5, unless you saving relentlessly, that's the only way you can afford it too. And then you may look at it like, man, I don't think all this is worth it. Just like people who buy used games, you can look at a used PS5 game. I've seen some used games on GameStop's website like $40. I'm like, that's a used game, and you charging somebody $40. No, I'm good.
Right. I know. I'd be like, that. Used games should be like about $5, $10. Like a used game, $30. Like that's
It used to be like that for PS1. When
yep,
PlayStation 1 was the only one out, man, you can go to like, if you remember, GameStop used to be Funko Land. And
yep,
then, yeah, you can go get a rental from there or a used game rather and be like, they'd be like, oh, it's like $5. I'm like, word. And that's
yep,
what you pay, $5, literally.
yep. And I remember, yep. Just I think I always had like different color controllers, and you go to GameStop and you get the right one. Because I think sometimes Best Buy will have all those other types of controllers, but I think the way it is now, it seems like every store gonna start selling systems. You might see PlayStation 5s in like JC Penney or Five Below. Like I'd be like, "Dad, Five Below got PlayStation now." Like, damn.
Yo, it's crazy, man. There's a lot of these stores that charge much, like even PlayStation 4. Some of their accessories are the same price as the damn games of the PlayStation 5. So PlayStation 4 is still charging people a lot of money.
I know. I still be laughing at the price because I remember I typed in PlayStation 5 on Wish. That thing said $999 and 99 cents.
Oh hell no. No, that's a lot of money, man.
I said, God, please. But then it'd be funny because they always had like 3 or 4 pictures of it, and I'm like, nah, I wouldn't trust that though. Nope. Like, that's a lot, man.
Yeah.
That's way too much.
I only got the digital edition because I'm like, I wanted something different from the standard because I'm used to getting standard consoles. So I was like, let me switch it up a bit. And I mean, whether it's the digital or the standard, it's both worth the price. I mean, there are some games that are nice right now that's released, but I'm excited about what's going to be released ahead because everybody's watching for when they drop so they can pre-order. As far as the people that's gonna go to the store and pick up a physical copy, I feel sorry for them.
I'm right, yep. But then they gonna be like, well, if you they be like, well, you reserved God of War Ragnarok. Let me look in the. Yep, they always say, yep. Let me look in the back. I'd be like, whenever GameStop would tell me, I'd be like, man, it ain't there. They just looking in the back, walking around, And be like, I'm so sorry. Well, we couldn't find God of War Ragnarok to come back in the next week or two. I was like, man, I remember they told me that a couple times. Like, hey man, I can't even find this game. Like, damn.
Yeah. And it's weird because sometimes, I mean, if they tell you, "Oh, come back in a week," then when you, "Oh yeah, weren't you just here a week ago? You told me to come back and see if this thing I'm
Right,
looking for is available." Damn it! Like, yeah, they be doing that too.
right, yeah. So they, hopefully they'll do something different. Maybe I guess maybe over the summer or maybe near September, like where they just start just bringing the system in the store and just and maybe they can just allow a certain amount of people to come to the store to pick it up and leave. Because
Fact.
I mean, I think that'd be cool because I don't know. It seemed like like a popular store like Walmart, like it's so many people that go there, and you know, it's like we don't want people to be causing a scene up in there too, because like when you buy something big up in I don't know, I'm just saying like Walmart, then everybody start looking and like it should it should be just a different way that they can do that too.
Yeah, that's right. Going on 3 hours, been live, man.
I know, right? Right. But it was crazy early because I know I was gaming and stuff, and then the whole thing just messed up, and I'm like, damn, like, well, guess I'll just go live for a little while.
Yeah, because I saw that it said testing here on the live stream, and then I'm like, okay, maybe he gonna just test because you know how some people do a test and it's only for like 3 minutes, then they don't come back.
Oh yeah, right, yeah,
That's
cause
what I thought it was gonna be here, so I was like, I don't know if I should join because he might just end it.
yeah, but I probably just do like 30 more, or maybe like 30 or 20 more minutes. I ain't gonna be too long tonight, cause I know I did
Yeah,
that 4 hour crazy stream, Resident of Yup, the Village, but I'm like this month. It's just been about that game. I know I'm playing
yeah,
other games stuff, but it's really been about Resident Evil Village, shoot. And of course that part that got me that damn dollhouse dollhouse thing. Like yo, that part was crazy.
it's funny. Yeah, I'm about to step down in a minute or two, man, because I'm gonna get me some sleep. I got a busy day tomorrow.
Okay, that's cool. Yep, that's cool.
But it's always dope coming up here and chopping it up with you because I mean, I try to support everybody on this grind and you know, I try my best to. Like, it's hard, man.
Yeah, it is. Yep, it is. And I just try. I know, like in the morning, when I wake up and get myself together, I just try to watch videos and catch up and respond back to comments. And I'd be like, shoot, nowadays the comments be getting longer and longer to respond.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes.
true. Yeah, it's hard. And then you do check your studio and look at your subscriber count and then you see you lost some subs. Like, that happens to everybody.
Yup, yup, it sure do. And I just I just be like, well, just keep doing what I'm doing. You know, just keep watching videos, do the community posts, and
Thanks.
just keep being myself. Cause I know that's how it is. Just going to keep going up and down. And of course, YouTube going to do their usual sweep of like the the spam.
Yeah,
Um,
the purging, yeah.
uh, so yeah, I know it's good. But yeah, I'll be excited for tomorrow for AEW and I guess to see what's going to happen. See if Inner Circle and Pinnacle what they going to do.
Right.
That'd be my main thing. I'd be like, I'd be like, I'm just here to see Inner Circle and John Moxley.
So when you gonna be live again, man, or whether it's this way or gaming stream?
I was thinking tomorrow I might try to do I'm gonna try to do a live before my premiere comes on. But if not, I'll try to just do a live after AEW goes off tomorrow around like 10. Cause I know sometimes I think yeah, sometimes I try to do a live stream like around maybe like around like probably like 1:30 or 2 and stuff and just chill for a little while.
That's what's up. Cause I remember when last time I was up here with you and Princess, Fable Lily went live shortly after that, and I'm like, man, I'm too tired. I can't join her stream. I wanted to just to stop through and say hello, but I was like, man, I was so tired. I literally fell asleep right after that.
I know, cause I be like, shoot, I know the one thing. It's always like Fridays, like Friday, like everybody in the world be live. I
Yeah,
be like, God damn, it be notification. This person live, this person live, this person doing testing, this person game. Like, God, like I need about 20 devices.
yeah, it's hard, man. But yeah, I'm gonna try to catch the next live when I can. If you live tomorrow, I'll try to pull through.
Okay, that's cool. Y'all, it
Yeah,
was y'all
man.
good having you up on here.
Yeah, I'm always down to, appear when I can, and yeah, I'll continue to grind and just, don't give up on here for those that's just grinding.
Yeah. Y'all don't give up, y'all. Just keep doing y'all videos. Keep on grinding.
So
Yeah.
shout out to the chat, everybody that's in it still, and shout out to everybody that was in here prior to before I came. So I hope y'all have a blessed night or blessed morning, cause it's 1:54.
I know it. Yup, it is. I keep looking
Give
at
me some sleep.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yep, definitely
man.
good tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, so y'all take care, and I get at you, bro. When you go live tomorrow.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, man. Stay blessed and be safe out here.
All right, you too.
Peace.
Yeah. Yep, that was cool. So y'all probably do. Hey, Brian. Yep, thanks for coming here. Yep, just had PMC up on here for a little while. I think I'm gonna probably just do like about 20 more minutes. Cause earlier I was doing Resident Evil Village until the servers went down. So I was just like, just do this. Shoot, sometimes it be saying like 3 hours is all like I mean, sometimes it be going by slow, sometimes it go by fast, but it's cool. Yep, hope you had a good day, Brian. Yep. Just a really, really cool day. But yep, had fun with Resident Evil Village earlier. I was having so much fun up on that. But definitely gonna relax tomorrow, watch some AEW, and yeah, just chill. So yeah, this month has been a cool month though. Yeah, I think it's been a good month for video games too. Yeah. So of course we got the Resident Evil Village. We got this game coming out next week called Biomutant, and I know next month is Ratchet and Clank, so that might be like probably game of the month as well too. That's a very popular series too. So, but I'm gonna be happy to see how I guess see how Biomutant be because now it's just something different to play too. Yeah, something different to play. Yeah. So yeah, both. I hope everybody is having a good day and everything, or a good day, good evening, and stuff. And think I'm see. Yep. Let's see. What was I about to say? Hold on. Yeah. So tomorrow, just the I guess final thing I'm gonna say. Yep. Tomorrow I got a premiere. Yep. I'm gonna post my premiere in the chat. So we're gonna have Returnal premiere tomorrow at 7. And then we're gonna have Serious Sam 4 premiere on Friday. So I'm gonna post that in the chat. If it can come up. All right. And we're gonna get up out of here. Yep, gonna get up out of here after we do that. No, not that. Dang. Oh. Yep, hey Archie, yo, thanks for coming here. I was just about to post my premiere that's coming up tomorrow. And I'm gonna post my one that's coming up for Friday too. So it's been fun playing Returnal as well too. It's just a lot of exploring on that game. It's a whole lot of exploring on that game. Well, I need to. Already connect with you. Okay, yep, thanks. Yep, you just left. Yep. Yep, you just left. And I'm just gonna post my premiere up on here. Forgot I gotta do it the other way. Okay. But yeah, it was cool. Yep, just talking about different things. And I was saying about like the PlayStation 5, like it's crazy that it's $999 on Wish. Yeah, that's crazy. That is really crazy. Yup, hey Maria in the building. Yeah, so that's my premiere for Returnal. Yeah, that game has been crazy. Y'all can check that out for today. And then I got the Serious Sam for Friday. Serious Sam 4 with serious action. Yep, gonna have some serious action up on there. So I hope everybody can come and see that on. It's gonna be Friday at 7 p.m. Yep, Friday at 7, and I have one tomorrow at 7. Yep, Serious Sam 4 was singing. Yep, coming on Friday. Yep, yep, coming on Friday. So that's gonna be cool. Plus, like sometimes this I like doing that game because I'm playing that on a computer. So I think it's cool to like edit the video like with the text and like doing different things. So Yeah, sir, I'm gonna enjoy doing Serious Sam too. But it was supposed to be on PlayStation 4, but they never I looked in the store, PlayStation store, but it wasn't there. They only had the first three. So I don't know. That's hopefully they I mean hopefully they would release it though on PS4 or PS5 would be cool. All right, thank you, Maria. About to share my other premiere. Uh let's see. Hey Ruby is in the building. Yep, hope y'all are having a good day as well too. Yep, it's always nice to see y'all as well too. So yeah, I'm gonna just share my premiere. Serious Sam 4. Like I said, that video was really fun to do. That was so much fun to do. But the one thing I had trouble with was when it was all coming together. The computer kept messing up. That I had to Now it was good I had saved it as I was editing because that's another good thing I'm gonna tell everybody. Whenever you edit in a video, always save as you edit because you can do a whole lot of things editing and you don't save it, you going you gonna try to rip the hell out your head. I'm telling you. Because it has happened to me a whole lot. It happened to me when I was doing Max Payne 3 and I put all this cool stuff in there and I forgot to save it and the editor like messed up. So yeah, it's just always cool to save as you edit. Yeah, always. I'm trying to wait a minute. That's what I meant to do. All right, so let me drop the second one up in the chat. All right, so this one, yeah, it was very crazy. Yep, it was very crazy. So that's Serious Sam 4 premiere for Friday. Wait a minute, what the? Oh, for Friday. Yeah, YouTube messing up is really crazy. Yep, Serious Sam 4. That's gonna be good. I can't wait for that one. I can't wait for everybody's reaction on Serious Sam 4 because that game is always a trip. That Serious Sam 4 and Max Payne gets me mad the most. Because I be like, I guess I could say Resident Evil because Lord knows when I gotta keep reloading the gun, that takes forever. Yep, Swerve Show said, hey, let's do it, Maria. Michelle is always in the air. Yep. So yeah, those are my two premieres. It's cool. It's cool to have a premiere Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I think one time I had one. I think I had a premiere every day of the week. I remember I did that one time. I had a premiere every day of the week. That was some serious grinding. That was some serious grinding. Yeah. And I think when that weekend came, I was chill. I was like, I ain't doing nothing else. So I did 5 premieres, 5 days. That was crazy. I mean, I still say like still pulling out three in a week is hard too. It's just a lot. But I will say I do enjoy the medium, and I'm glad everybody else has been enjoying that game. Yep, and I can't wait to do part 10. Yep, we had part 10 for the medium. That was a game I never thought, everybody would like either, because I guess before I was gonna play it on a computer, but then I'm like, I ain't want to do it on a computer, but then I had to do it differently. So I was like, it was cool. Oh, that's cool. You give it an 8 out of 10. That's cool. Yup, I appreciate that. Yup. Yeah, I would have given it a 10 out of 10 if it wasn't a that thing ain't happened. But I mean, shoot, fighting Heisenberg was fun. Fighting Heisenberg was fun. He was cheating though. He was cheating. I'm like, man, I'm aiming these rockets at Heisenberg. But here he go with these big old claws and stuff, and like, man, he cheating. He cheating. Now, of course, I will say, I think um I think Resident Evil hardcore mode is insane. And I can't wait to do it on Village of Shadows. I know I'm gonna go crazy again. But I definitely gonna have my I got this Infinity rocket launcher. Infinity rocket, well, no, I think it's grenade launcher. Well, it's probably the same thing. But we gotta make space for that. So I think I'm gonna have to get rid of one of the weapons, but it'll be fine. Cause I think that's that weapon that Chris got. But I'm like, with that grenade launcher, I ain't gonna need nothing else. Maria, let's sleep. Yup, thank you, Michelle, for giving me a thumbs up on a premiere. Yes. Yup, of course, Ruby is up in the house. Yup, y'all can check out Ruby channel. Check out Michelle channel, The Swerve Show. Yup, everybody that's up on here, y'all can check out. Yeah, Chris and Ethan had history. Yup, they sure did. Yup, Chris and Ethan, they had a lot of history. But man, Mother Miranda, I think she gonna be crazy. And when we get to her, because now the guy with the I mean, I don't, because it's like you only get about this much room, and he got this big old axe. Like every time he jump up, he hit me. I'm like, oh Lord, it's gonna be one of those. Man, like y'all better get a signal the first 2 times. Don't let it be 3 times, because it was it was getting to me, because I'm like, wait a minute, I'm shooting all these wolves up and I'm pulling a signal and they ain't doing nothing. I was like, that's why, because I wasn't right. You gotta be right in the middle to do it. Having to avoid that damn Tomb Raider wolf throwing arrows. I'm like, this game a trip. But I'm like, sure, I'm gonna get my money's worth from that game. So I'm doing Village of Shadows. Yep. Saying that I'm doing Village of Shadows. But before I do that, I'm gonna do well, I'm gonna just see how the mercenaries is. I'm gonna see how that mood is. Yep. I'm gonna do Village of Shadows. Yep. But I think this time I might like skip I might skip all the cutscenes and stuff just to kind of speed it up, you know. Because I mean, I think the first time seeing the cutscenes was cool the first time, but then the second time I'm like already seen it, so might be skipping cutscenes from just to let everybody know. We need Carl from Resident Evil 8 on the interview. Yeah, yep, that would be cool. Yep, that'd definitely be cool. Yep, that's gonna be fun too. Tomorrow and Wednesday. Like I say, Returnal is a good game though. It's just in that game you gotta have a lot of health on there. Your weapon gotta be powerful as I don't know what, because when you face White Shadow, you gotta get them down 3 times and well get that person 3 times. Now my last time facing White Shadow, I was kind of close because he got me, but White Shadow got me, but it wasn't until I got the second meter down from 3. So I was close. I was like, man, it's just now the first time getting him down, his energy go down real quick. So, but it's like when they start transporting and they start shooting things all in the sky, you gotta dodge. Like you really gotta dodge. Like it's not one of those bosses you can just stand there. Like you gotta dodge, you gotta shoot, and I think it's having the right weapon too, because I think I think having that little shotgun is okay, but it's just having the right type of weapon too. Yeah, thank you, Ruby. Yeah, watching the ads. Thank you, Ruby and Michelle. Always watching the ads. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, it is cool. Oh. Uh-oh. So they said WWE gets slammed by because of the zombie backlash. That I mean, I thought maybe they did that because I guess Batista was doing his Army of Dead movie thing. So I thought they was just doing it because of that. But I guess when we saw it like at I guess when we saw it like at on a show, it was just different. Yep, and thank you, Maria, for sharing out my video. Yep, thank you so much for that. I appreciate y'all so much. Yep, for sharing the videos out, because sharing is caring. Yep, sharing is free too. Yep. And that's another thing about YouTube. It's like it's nothing wrong like sharing other people's videos too. Yep. That's another good way to grow too, because you never know. Somebody on that community, might like your video and subscribe to your channel. So yeah, it's good to do that. Yep, sharing is caring. It's like we all grinding up on here. Shoot, it's not easy at all. You know, I mean I can really say that like it's not easy at all on YouTube. Like YouTube is hard work. You know, like it takes hard work to do videos. It takes hard work editing videos and taking things out and maybe putting in pictures we want to put in or doing it this way or that way. So, it's like, YouTube is not easy. So it's good when we, help each other out, share videos and, you know, yep, commenting and talking with everybody is cool. Yep. Yep. And it's just having that support. Yep. And that's why I'm always thankful, whenever I be doing my live streams and like we all be in there just chilling, talking. And of course I gotta get my snacks. So I'll be like, I'll be right back. So that'd be fun. Yep, that's always fun. That's why I say I love game streaming on YouTube. It's so much fun and relaxing. because just having some people there is fun. Yeah, it's fun. And it's gonna be fun, playing the games I'm excited for. Just showing everybody. Just like I was like, when God of War Ragnarok comes out, like if it comes out a day or two, like if that game comes out on a certain day, I'm like, I'm gonna do a live stream. I'm gonna do it just like we did Village. Like I'm gonna be sitting here waiting for it to finish downloading. You're gonna have a live stream, like waiting for God of War Ragnarok to download. Like that might be the title of the stream. Like yeah, we waiting for that game that we gonna play it. Gonna play it live. Yeah, definitely gonna be waiting for that game. So yeah, probably do it the same way. Yep, do it the same way. Probably be down here playing it. Yep. Yep, live has always been cool. Yep. Yep, it's cool. I mean, I know I'm gonna have my times when I'm serious on there, like I was earlier, but I think that's just how it is. Just some boss battles, man. You gotta be laser focused up on there. I mean, no, when I fight Mother Miranda, definitely gotta be focused on her because when I fought her the first time, it's just like hiding behind the trees, and then you do your stuff. But I'm be like, Mother Miranda, we got a rocket launcher on Village of Shadows, so you going down quick. Like you going down quick. Like we just gotta catch you before you disappear. I'm be like, you going down quick. And she was saying for that big dude we fighting, like rocket launcher, yup, you going down quick. I'll say shoot, the rocket launcher is much needed for Resident Evil Village. I mean, surviving that wolf attack, like you need the grenade launcher. You need it. Cause before shoot, I was stuck. Oh my god, I was stuck on that part for a long time. I'm like, damn. And it's not like it's one wolf coming at you. It's like three of them. And you hit one, you gotta make sure you got all your bullets. If you got like me, like I had to keep reloading, and that was nerve wracking. It's like it's because it was a couple of times I almost got it done. And I was like, damn, I had to reload. I'm like, god damn, man. Like that just be frustrating. That would be frustrating. Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna end this live in a few minutes. Of course, want to thank everybody for coming here and chatting for a little while tonight. It always seemed like 3 hours be seeming long. This is all China for creep. I think they was saying something like that before, but I just think it's up to everybody just to keep everything clean. Like now, you know, people doing spring cleaning, I would do it. Yep. Get rid of things you don't need. Yep. So it's always good to clean up. Yep. It's always good to clean up and stuff. So you just gotta, just stay safe. Yep. Stay safe, wear your mask, keep your distance from people. Yep. But I think honestly, I mean, if everybody just do that, I mean, Because I know different places got different numbers, but if 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 like everybody can just maintain it, then I think the numbers will really start going down. That's gonna be the main thing from summer until winter. It's just maintaining these numbers and keeping it down and stuff. That's gonna be the thing. Because I know for Thanksgiving, I know people gonna want to be with their families and big gatherings and stuff, but we still gotta be careful about that too because we can't be around a lot of people, you know. So that's why I was like, I know last year for Thanksgiving, yep, just stayed here. So you know, guess it might be the case again because it's like you don't want to. It's nothing wrong with getting with maybe a little group of people, but when it's Thanksgiving, there's gonna be a lot of people. So just advise people to just be careful. But with that, we're gonna end the stream. We've been live for 3 hours, and I think that's cool. Yep, that's cool for the night. 3. And I will see everybody tomorrow. Well, later on today, we got the Returnal premiere. Come out to the premiere. See this crazy game I'm playing. Come out and see the crazy game I'm playing. You will definitely hear me as I'm playing this game. You're gonna hear me, so it's gonna be good. Yep. So thanks y'all for coming. Thank you for coming, Vic K. Thank you, Swerve Show. Ruby, Michelle. Let's see who else. Let's do it, Maria. As always, y'all can grab each other. Maria, Archie, Vic K, Kit K. Yep. The Beauty Channel. Yep. Swoop Like Me. That's a cool channel. Swoop Like Me. Yep. Snow Cone 72. Yep. Definitely check out all these great channels. Yep. Hilda DC. Yep. Let's check them out, y'all. Check them out. Woo!